Dragons never trailed. After a high-scoring first half and the score of 36-30 at the break, the Dragons shut down the Seahawk offense in the second half, holding them to only 14 points. Drexel again got a balanced scoring attack. We talked about that with associate head coach Amy Mallon. All 8 players who played got in the box score, including 23 points from the bench. Alexis Smith had 9, Kelsey Lidge had 4, and Florence Watara had a career-high 10. Rachel Pearson led the way with 13, and then Jamila Thompson and Jackie Schluth, they each had 8 points, also contributed their fair share of rebounds, assists, and blocks as well. Sarah Curran also had 7. So the Dragons now 6-2 in CAA play. They remain in sole possession of second place, a full 2 games ahead of Hofstra and Elon. And against William & Mary on January 15th, 2015, down in Williamsburg, Drexel won 49-46. And the Dragons looked like it was going to be a blowout early on, but the William & Mary pressure forced turnovers and mounted a comeback, and they made it very interesting at the end. And this is a team that's playing very well right now. And in that game against William & Mary, Rachel Pearson had 19, and Jamila Thompson had a double-double with 11 rebounds and 12 assists. So we were talking about William & Mary, and they come into tonight's game with a record of 10-11 and 4-6 in conference play. And you look at that on paper, and you think, okay, they're mediocre. But, in fact, the Tribe are one of the hottest teams in the CAA. Since their loss to Drexel back on January 15th, William & Mary has won 4 of their last 5 games, with their only loss coming to the CAA leading James Madison Dukes. And during this hot streak, William & Mary has defeated Delaware, Hofstra, UNCW, and Northeastern in double overtime, and definitely a few impressive wins in that bunch, specifically Delaware and Hofstra. And considering that the Tribe started 0-5 before getting a win, they have really shown good growth and determination under second-year head coach Ed Swanson, especially on the defensive end. And I talked to Coach Swanson before the game. I said, hey, you're doing a great job. And William & Mary didn't play defense before he got here, and he kind of laughed. And it's true. William & Mary didn't play defense before he got here. And right now, the Tribe, they are a dangerous team. Marlena Tremba is their leading scorer at 12.9 points per game. The sharpshooter has always struggled against Drexel in her young career. Senior guard Jasmine Boone, on the other hand, she has always been a thorn in Drexel's side and is averaging 11.8 points and 5.6 rebounds per game this season. A few youngsters have really stepped it up for the Tribe this year. Sophomore forward Alexandra Massaquel, she has 4 double-doubles this year. Freshman starting point guard Jenna Green just won CAA Rookie of the Week. And freshman center Abby Rendell won that same award 2 weeks ago. So they're getting contributions from a lot of different players, backcourt, frontcourt. And they're really starting to play well. As we mentioned, they've won 4 of their last 5. So this is not going to be a blowout by any means. Now it's time for the 3 keys to the Dragons' victory. Number 1, get off to a quick start. Every time the Dragons have done that, things have gone well. So the Dragons really need to get off to that quick start tonight against William & Mary. Number 2, don't let Tremba get open, because if she gets open, she's going to look to take her shot. And if she gets into a rhythm, she's going to be dangerous. And number 3, win the battle on the glass with Boone, Massaquel, and Rendell specifically. Also throw Casey Curtis in there, who may start tonight. Kyla Kerstetter, also a good rebounder. This William & Mary team, they can rebound the basketball. So you have to box them out, and you've got to win the battle on the glass. Do not allow second chance opportunities to this William & Mary squad. So number 1, get off to a quick start. Number 2, don't let Tremba get open. And number 3, win the battle on the glass. And if the Dragons can do those 3 things, the Dragons can get their 9th conference win here tonight and get even more cushion between themselves and Hofstra and Elon, and also Delaware, who's also in the middle of the pack of the CAA. Drexel versus William & Mary coming up next after the national anthem. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
With the card most accepted in the Philadelphia region, you have the compassion and security of Blue Cross, giving you the confidence to move forward. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Does this look like your technology plan? Looking for answers? Armada International can help, providing business process, mobile solutions, web applications, and CRM applications. One company solving all your technology issues. Armada International, leading our clients to conquer obstacles and achieve unprecedented success.
Suit up for the CEO while earning your MBA. The C-Suite Co-op, only at Drexel LeBeau.
I'm doing it right.
The Drexel University Center for Hospitality and Sport Management offers undergraduate and graduate degree programs in culinary arts, food science, hospitality management, and sport management to develop the next generation of industry leaders. Graduates of these programs go on to exciting careers in restaurants, global food companies, hotels, casinos, and professional and college sports. For more information, visit us on the web at drexel.edu/HSM or call 215-895-6255 to find out more about these exciting careers.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. Drexel versus William & Mary coming up next in CAA women's basketball action. And the starting lineups are being announced right now. And we'll start with the William & Mary tribe. The point guard is Jenna Green. Jenna Green, a 5'7" freshman out of Clifton, Virginia, averaging 5 points and 3 assists per contest. Starting at center, Abby Rendell, a 6'4" freshman from Reston, Virginia, averaging 6.6 points and 4.4 rebounds per game. She also leads the team with 37 blocked shots. Also up front, Alexandra Massaquel, a 5'10" sophomore from Honolulu, Hawaii, averaging 7.7 points and 6.8 rebounds per game. Marlena Tremba will start at shooting guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Vienna, Virginia, averaging 12.9 points per game. She leads the tribe. And her backcourt mate is Jasmine Boone, a 5'8" senior guard forward from Virginia Beach, averaging 11.8 points and 5.6 rebounds per game. Now it's time for your Drexel Dragons. Starting up front, Jackie Schluth, a 6'1" senior from Medford, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. Jackie Schluth. Her front court mate is Jamila Thompson, a 6'4" senior from London, England, averaging 6.6 points and 5.3 rebounds per contest. The small forward is Sarah Curran, a 5'11" sophomore from Media, PA, averaging 12.5 points and 4.3 rebounds per game. That's Sarah Curran. And then Carrie Alexander is the starting point guard, a 5'7" junior from Bowie, Maryland, averaging 5.1 points per game. And finally, it's Rachel Pearson, a 5'11" junior from Westchester, PA, averaging 11.8 points and 4.4 rebounds per contest. The head coach for your Drexel Dragons, Denise Dillon, in her 12th season at the helm here at Drexel, 208 wins to 157 losses. And in his second season, by way of Sacred Heart University, Ed Swanson, who has done a great job so far this year turning this team around and finally starting to implement his system. And this tribe team, they're going to be pretty dangerous. And I expect a pretty well-contested game tonight here at the DAC. William & Mary, in their road green jerseys with the gold lettering and trim. Drexel in their home white with the blue and gold lettering and trim. It will be Jamila Thompson and Abby Rendell jumping it up at center court here at Sam Cozen Court at the DAC. And here we go, and the tip is won by Jamila Thompson and the Dragons, and Drexel will have the opening possession. Carrie Alexander with the basketball. Just to the right of the top of the key. Bounce pass to Thompson on the left elbow. Looking. Now to Pearson on the right wing. Pearson to her left. And Alexander top of the key. Alexander back to Pearson, right corner. Open for three. It's short. Offensive rebound, Sarah Curran. She pulls it back out, and Alexander has it, and she'll reset the offense. Schluth now midcourt. Back to Alexander on the baseline. Makes a little move. Goes inside. The right-handed floater is good. Carrie Alexander makes the bucket, and it's a second chance point for the Dragons. 2-0 Drexel here in the opening minute. Jenna Green over to Marlena Tremba. Bounce pass to Massaquel in the corner. Back to Tremba. Now Green. Drexel in their zone. Jasmine Boone has the basketball, right wing. Bounce pass to Green in the corner. Green dribbling outside to Boone. 12 to shoot for the Tribe. Boone going in. Down low. Ball's knocked away by Curran, and it's stolen by Alexander. That pass was intended for Alexandra Massaquel. And going back the other way, Alexander tried to pass it to Curran up ahead, and Jasmine Boone got into the passing lane and knocked the ball out of bounds, but it will remain Drexel basketball. 19:02 on the game clock here in the first half. 26 to shoot for the Dragons. 2-0 Drexel here in the early going off the bucket by Kerry Alexander. Alexander, top of the key, now to Curran, cutting through the lane. Ball knocked away, but Curran gets it back. Now back to Alexander. Alexander calling for the high ball screen, but now passes to Curran. Curran, cross-court skip pass, Jackie Schluth. 18-footer from the left corner. Got it. Jackie Schluth knocking it down. And the Dragons off to a good start. 2 of 3 from the floor, leading 4-0. 18:40 on the game clock in the first half. Tremba, left wing for William and Mary. Now Rendell, top of the key, over to Jenna Green, right wing. Green, now to Jasmine Boone in the corner. Boone, back up top to Green. Green dribbling to her left down the lane. Ooh, might have got away from the travel. Now Tremba putting up a shot and a rattles around the rim and that out. No good for Marlena Tremba, who got some space after the pass from Jenna Green. Drexel basketball after the rebound. Now Jamila Thompson on the right block, right-handed turnaround hook. It's an air ball. Overshot the whole bucket from the baseline. And Thompson knocks the ball away from Tremba, and we're going to have a jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of the Tribe, but great hustle by Thompson after the missed shot. Knocked the ball away from Tremba in transition. And it will remain with the Tribe. And they get a fresh shot clock, 18:06 on the game clock. 4-0 Drexel. Jasmine Boone, right wing. Got a Tremba, top of the key. Bounce pass over to Green, left wing. Green dribbling to her right. Now to the cutter. It's Boone. Knocked away for a moment, and it is stolen by the Dragons. I thought Boone was going to get it back, but Alexander was there to steal it. Now in transition, Sarah Curran baseline jumper is a little short. Rebound by Abby Rendell, and here come the Tribe. Jenna Green up ahead to Massaquel. Going in. The layup is up. No good. Missed it off the backboard and was a little bit too strong with that one. Rebound by Drexel. 17:35 on the game clock. Dragons ball. And Drexel still leading 4-0. Thompson, right wing, guarded by Rendell. Now to the cutter. It's Curran, but it goes out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Curran. Maybe Thompson let her just a little bit too much on that pass. Tribe basketball. Jenna Green has the basketball for William and Mary. Now to Massaquel, just to the right of the top of the key. Down low to Rendell, working against Thompson, and Thompson fouls her. Thompson kind of got a little bit behind Rendell as Rendell moved through the lane, and Rendell got just one little half a step on her, and Thompson tried to block the shot and was called for the personal. Her first, team's first, so going to the line will be Abby Rendell, only a 47% free throw shooter. And her first one is no good off the back rim. Rendell had a pretty good game against the Dragons down in Williamsburg. 6'4" freshman from Reston, Virginia. Certainly may have some staying power here in this league and in a CAA where you don't have a ton of size. As Abby Rendell makes the second, so 1 for 2 for her. Drexel leading 4-1. Dragons break the William and Mary press, and Kerry Alexander at midcourt now running the offense. Alexander picks up her dribble, now to Thompson on the left baseline. To the cutter Alexander, but led her a little too far again. And Jenna Green comes up with the steal. Up ahead to Boone. Boone in transition. The left-handed layup is good. So far, William and Mary has been able to get out in transition. One time they missed the layup, and one time right there they made it. And it's now 4-3. Drexel still with the lead, though. Curran to Schluth. Baseline open for a jumper. Got it again. Jackie Schluth, 2 for 2 from the field for 4 points. 6-3 Drexel. 16:33 on the clock. Massaquel down low to Rendell against Thompson. Throws up a wild shot. No good. Jackie Schluth comes down with the defensive board. Good straight up D that time by Jam. Alexander back to Jam. Now to Schluth. She's going to try it again, this time from the foul line, and Schluth has it again. Jackie Schluth, a perfect 3 for 3 from the floor. She's got 6 of Drexel's 8 points, and she's got the last 6 Drexel points, in fact. 8-3. Dragons with the lead over William and Mary, the Tribe with the basketball. 16:05 to play in the first half. Jenna Green now left wing. Dribbling to the right. Now back over to Tremba. Tremba left corner. Bounce past the Massaquel baseline. Boone inside. Passes across the lane, and the shot is good by Abby Rendell from just inside the right side of the lane. Abby Rendell's first field goal. She's got 3. Rachel Pearson across the timeline, and she's bumped and fouled on the William and Mary press, and that's going to be a foul on Jasmine Boone. That'll be her first, team's first, and that'll take us to our first media timeout. 15:43 to go in the first half. Drexel 8, William and Mary 5. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
No one else can do what Colonial Marble and Granite can do. We've revolutionized the way you buy your granite countertops. Colonial Marble and Granite, the nation's leading granite countertop fabricator. Visit our King of Prussia showroom today and see how easy, beautiful, and affordable your countertops can be. Professional, courteous service, unbeatable prices, just $19.99 installed. No one else can beat Colonial Marble and Granite. Visit us online at colonialmarble.net.
Some apps help you keep track of things. Some help you kill time. But only one app really keeps you running. The Dunkin' mobile app.
With DD Perks, our exciting new rewards program. Just enroll, pay with your card, view your points, and tap to redeem your rewards.
The Dunkin' mobile app. Download it today.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. Drexel leading William & Mary 8-5 here in the early going. 15:43 on the clock here in the first half. And so far, so good for the Dragons on offense, especially for Jackie Schluth, who is 3 of 3 for 6 points and is just under her average of 7 points per game here in the early going. A couple of substitutions for William & Mary out of the timeout. Casey Curtis into the game, the 6'2 sophomore forward from Manassas, Virginia. Also, Kyla Kerstetter, the 5'11 senior guard from Brentwood, Tennessee. She can also shoot it from the outside. Rendell and Massaquel getting a breather. One substitution for the Dragons, Florence Watara into the game for the first time, as Jamila Thompson takes a seat. Carrie Alexander has the ball out of the timeout for the Dragons. She crosses the timeline. Bounce pass over to Rachel Pearson, right wing. Pearson to Watara, top of the key. Watara looking, now to Curran. Curran just to the left at the top of the key. Now Alexander, oh no, Curran decides to take it herself. I thought she was going to pass it. 12 to shoot for the Dragons. Alexander now has it midcourt. High ball screen from Schluth. Goes to her left. Ooh, and she lost the ball, but Watara picked it up. Baseline J hits the side of the backboard. Shot clock does not reset, and Watara has the ball taken away from her by Curtis. Not a great possession right there for the Dragons. William & Mary ball. Jenna Green across the timeline. Now to Marlena Tremba. Baseline Boone. Jumper. No good off the back rim. Rebound deflected, and Tremba picks it up. Kicks it outside. It's a Kerstetter 3. Short. Curtis with the rebound, but she lost it out of bounds. And it will go back to Drexel. Jasmine Boone, who just took that jumper, I'll let her take that jumper all day because that's not really her forte. She's at her best when she is driving inside the lane. The Dragons break the press. Curran was trapped, but passed it to Pearson, now outside to Alexander. And the Dragons will set up in the half court. 15 to shoot with Tara, right wing, back to Alexander, top of the key. Drives down the left side of the lane, up and under over defender, and gets the roll. Carrie Alexander, that's the second time we've seen her hit that runner. And, you know, Carrie has struggled over the last couple of weeks after really playing well, getting into the starting role. But I'll tell you what, tonight she's really off to a good start with 4 points. 10-5 Drexel. Dragons doubling up the Tribe. William & Mary ball. 15 to shoot as the ball is taken away by Jackie Schluth as Boone tried the entry pass inside to Curtis, and Jackie Schluth just took it away. 14-10 on the game clock here in the first half. Drexel with the ball. Up 5. Pearson right wing. Pearson. Jackie Schluth now top of the key. Looking back toward Alexander. Alexander outside to Curran. Baseline jumper. It's a long two. It's a little bit off the mark. And we're going to have a foul over the back as that's going to be on Drexel's Florence Watara as she went over the back of Kerstetter trying to get the rebound. Jenna Green out for William & Mary. The backup point guard Latrice Hunter into the game. The 5'5 sophomore from Norfolk, Virginia. On the floor for Drexel, Alexander Watara, Pearson, Curran, and Jackie Schluth. For William & Mary, it's Hunter, Boone, Kerstetter, Curtis, and Tremba. Hawkins. And the ball is knocked away by Watara, and she hits it to Alexander. Alexander one-on-one with Hawkins. Now to Watara. Oh, she threw it away. Watara went down into the media board on the baseline. And she looks to be okay. Oh, and Watara lost her shoe. I just realized that. And if you're watching on Drexel Dragons TV, she's got to get her shoe back on right in front of me here at press row, here on the sideline. And that was a good steal by Watara. Great effort, but unfortunately a wasted opportunity by Carrie Alexander, who tried to be unselfish and passed the ball to Watara, but little did she know Watara was missing a shoe. So it's William & Mary basketball. Drexel leading 10-5, 13:35 remaining till halftime. Latrice Hunter with the basketball, now to Tremba left wing. Kerstetter top of the key, over to Hunter on the right wing. High ball screen from Boone. Hunter, now to Kerstetter, right corner. Kerstetter drives the baseline, passes to Curtis. Inside the lane, missed the jumper. Rebound by Schluth. That was contested by Sarah Curran. Drexel ball, Alexander across the timeline to Schluth, top of the key, over to Pearson now. Right wing, Rachel Pearson has not scored yet. She's 0 for 1 on a three-point attempt. Sarah Curran lost the ball but picked it up right in front of the midcourt line. Alexander has it now with 12 to shoot. Bounce pass to Pearson, right wing. Under 10 now to shoot. Pearson, cross-court skip past Schluth. She goes in, and we're going to have a foul on William & Mary. And going to have a little hand check foul there on Casey Curtis. I'll take that. That's a little bailout foul. Now, again, it's ticky-tacky, but the officials have been calling it all year. They've been calling it very close. You can't extend the arm, nothing like that. Fresh shot clock for the Dragons. 12:56 on the game clock. Drexel still up by 5, 10-5. Florence Watara, top of the key. Bounce pass over to Alexander, left wing, guarded by Hunter. Back to Watara in rhythm. It's a three. A little bit off the mark, a little long. Rebound by Tremba, and here come the Tribe. Tremba racing across the timeline. Drexel gets back, though. Boone in the post against Curran. Fadeaway Jay off the backboard, no good. Rebound deflected to Boone. Pump fake, and she draws the foul. She couldn't finish, but she will go to the line for a couple of free throws. That's going to be a foul on Sarah Curran, her first, team's third. So at the line for William & Mary is Jasmine Boone, a 66% free throw shooter on the season. She has gone to the free throw line the most times this year out of any William & Mary Tribe player. That was her 87th attempt on the year, and she makes the front end. Jackie Schluth out, Watara out, Curran out. Kelsey Lidge and Alexa Smith in the game for the first time, and Jamila Thompson returns to the action. Boone's second free throw also good. She's got 4. 10-7, Drexel up by 3. Dragons with the basketball. William & Mary in a full court man. It looks like now they're trying to trap. Drexel across the timeline. Smith has it, now to Thompson. Thompson on the wing. Passes it right into the hands of Latrice Hunter, but Hunter couldn't handle it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Drexel ball. Abby Rendell back into the game for William & Mary, and for the first time, Jean Gaumont, the 6-foot freshman from Quebec, Canada, wearing number 4 into the game for the first time for William & Mary. At 6 feet tall, she is a sharpshooter, so look for her to look for a shot on the perimeter. Drexel basketball, 15 to shoot. Alexander to Pearson, cutting through the lane. Touch pass to Kelsey Lidge. Her jumper is good from about 16 feet away on the right baseline. Kelsey Lidge doesn't shoot the ball that much, but it seems like when she does shoot the ball lately, it's going to go in. Tremba with the step-back 3, and it rattles in. William & Mary again getting out in transition, and Tremba took her defender off the dribble, stepped back, and knocked down the triple. That's her first bucket of the game. Drexel ball, Dragons leading 12-10, 11:50 on the game clock. The Dragons have led throughout, but William & Mary hanging right with the Dragons. 10 to shoot. Pearson to Alexa Smith, right wing for 3. It's short. Kelsey Lidge battling for the board. Does she have it? She does. Kicks it outside to Alexander. Now to Pearson, nearly stolen. But Pearson steps in. Jumper, got it from just inside the three-point arc. And the Dragons right there, Rachel Pearson taking advantage of the attempted steal, and Pearson stepped in now the other way. William & Mary trying to get out in transition, and it's a steal by Jamila Thompson. Drexel back the other way, up by 4. Alexa Smith left corner, jumper, drains it, and a 30-second timeout is called by Ed Swanson, the head coach for William & Mary, as the Dragons sprint out to a 16-10 lead. 4 straight points for the Dragons with 11:13 remaining, and we're going to take a timeout here on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV. We'll be back. William & Mary will have the ball when we return.
edition of the 2015 CAA Women's Basketball Championship, March 12th to 15th at the Showplace Arena in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Visit CAAsports.com for tickets and championship info.
Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. Drexel leading William & Mary 16-10, 11-13 to play in the first half. And the Dragons are shooting a scorching 53% from the floor, 8 for 15. And again, the balanced scoring attack is there. Schluth with 6, Alexander with 4, Pearson, Smith, and Lidge each with 2. And Sarah Curran, who's the Dragons' leading scorer, hasn't even scored yet. So it's a great sign, and the Dragons have consistently been doing this over the last few games, and that's going to lead to a lot of victories. But William & Mary, they're feisty, so definitely look out for them to keep fighting as we return to action following the timeout by Coach Ed Swanson. On the floor for Drexel, it's Alexander, Smith, Pearson, Thompson, and Lidge. Latrice Hunter with the ball for William & Mary. Picks up her dribble, now outside to Tremba. Tremba driving the baseline. Now to Rendell, ball's knocked away. Rendell picks it up. Hunter, top of the key, 10 to shoot for the Tribe. Goman, left corner. Thompson all over her. Now top of the key, Hunter drives in. The running floating shot from just inside the free throw line is short. Rebound by Alexis Smith. Maybe Hunter should have went backboard right there. She tried to put a little too much touch on that. Ended up being well short, just grazing the front rim. 10:35 in the game clock. Drexel ball. Dragons up by 6. Alexander top of the key over to Thompson. Now right wing. Thompson. Ball fake. Looking now. Alexander top of the key. 10 to shoot. Alexander drives the left side of the lane, and before the shot, we're going to have a foul on William & Mary. That's going to be on Kyla Kerstetter. Her first, team's third. Kerstetter out. Jasmine Boone back in. Fresh shot clock for the Dragons. 10:24 on the game clock. Thompson inbounding. Looking, still looking. Ooh, that was close to a 5-second call, and they get it to Alexis Smith out at the top of the key. Now Alexander has it, dribbling around near midcourt. Bounce pass over to Pearson, left wing. Pearson looking. Now to Smith. Smith top of the key. Smith over to Thompson, now left wing. Thompson dribbling to her right, back to Smith. Smith looking. 12 to shoot. Thompson, right wing. Driving inside. Throwing it to the corner. Pearson with a jumper from 15 feet away, and it rattles in. Great job by Jamila Thompson, and a lot of times when you see her driving the lane like that, she's going to look to take that shot, but she was smart. Saw Pearson with the back cut to the corner. Found Pearson, and she knocked it down. 18-10 Drexel. William & Mary with the ball. 9:45 in the game clock. Jasmine Boone, left corner, up top to Goman. Goman, down low to Rendell. Back outside Tremba. Pump fake. Back to Rendell inside. Puts up a shot off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound. Blocked by Thompson, but they get Thompson with the foul. Now, she did get all ball on the block, but she did get a good piece of the arm of Abby Rendell. So Jam is going to have to come out of the game with 2 personals. Jackie Schluth jumps up off the bench to come back in. And Rendell will go back to the line. She is 1 of 2 today. First shot is good for Rendell. Jenna Green, the starting point guard, back into the ballgame for William & Mary. Latrice Hunter out. For the Dragons, Curran and Schluth back in. The aforementioned Thompson with 2 personal fouls out. And Carrie Alexander gets a breather as well. Rendell's second free throw rattles in. So Rendell 2 for 2. She's now 3 of 4 from the stripe on the day. Drexel up by 6, 18-12. The Dragons break the William & Mary press. Schluth to Smith. Ooh, Smith nearly lost it. The ball went right through her fingertips, but she got the ball back. Smith top of the key. Over to Pearson, right wing. Pearson to Schluth, high post. Back outside Smith. In rhythm. Going to take a long 2. No good. Around the rim and out. Schluth gets the rebound that was deflected outside by a William & Mary defender. Schluth at the foul line. Ball nearly taken away by Tremba, but Schluth gets it back. Curran, cross-court skip past Pearson, right corner. Now to Lidge, cutting through the lane. Lidge back outside Pearson. Pearson to her left. Now to Curran. Schluth, jumper, got it. As Schluth knocks it down from about 6 feet away, just outside the left side of the lane. Jackie Schluth, a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. She's got 8. Rendell down low, and she has an easy bucket, and she puts it in for 2 and gets the roll. Rendell got right past Schluth, and a nice entry pass to lead Rendell, and Rendell put it in. Back to a 6-point deficit for William & Mary. Drexel leading 20-14. Lidge to Curran, now to Smith. Lost the ball. It's a steal for William & Mary. The Tribe has numbers if they hurry. Tremba bounce pass. Schluth knocked it away, and Curran picks up the loose ball. Great hustle by Jackie Schluth as she gave up that bucket on the last defensive possession, but right there hustled to prevent the fast break. Great job by the Dragons. 20-14, Drexel up by 6. Dragons with the basketball, 8:13 to play in the first half. Curran to Smith, right wing, pump fake, and she traveled. Little bunny hop there for Lexi. Results in turnover number 6 for the Dragons. Back into the game is Alex Massaquel, number 11, and also into the game for the first time for William & Mary, number 32, Brooke Stewart, a junior guard from Topsfield, Massachusetts. Another one who could shoot the outside jumper. We approach the 8-minute mark here in the first half. Drexel leading 20-14. Jenna Green over to our left. Passes it high post to Rendell, who passes it outside, and it's knocked away and stolen by Kelsey Lidge. Lidge, ooh! Lidge fell awkwardly, trying to make a move. Hopefully she's okay. That's one of those plays where you can just tear something, but she gets up and she walks off the floor. So kudos to Kelsey Lidge right there. We're going to step away. Drexel up 6, 7:52 to go in the first half. We'll be back.
Drexel Dragons fans, show your pride with real Dragons gear from the official online store, shop.drexeldragons.com. You'll find everything a Dragons fan needs, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 400 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Dragons pride, there's only one place real Drexel fans go, shop.drexeldragons.com.
If you want your team to look good, get the look at Campus Clothes. We take pride in having the fashions that you want, like the complete line from Ultra Club, and a design staff that will make your concept a reality. And we do all the work right here with a state-of-the-art silkscreen and embroidery facility, which means you get the quality that your team deserves. After all, outfitting for sports teams and corporate teams is what we do. So call today, 215-357-0892. So whether your team is in the corporate office or on the playing field, let Campus Clothes help you get the look.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. 7:52 to play in the first half. Drexel leading William & Mary 20-14, and the Dragons continuing to shoot the ball well at 56%. The Dragons are 10 for 18. William & Mary, conversely, 4 for 14 for 29%, but the game is close mainly because William & Mary has made 1 3-pointer, and they're 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So William & Mary has been able to get to the free throw line and make their free throws. So the Dragons with no free throw attempts as of yet. So as good as the Dragons are playing offensively, William & Mary doing a good job at hanging tough. William & Mary with the ball. In the lineup for Drexel, it's Smith, Pearson, Schluth, Curran, and Lidge. Jenna Green hands it off to Jasmine Boone. Boone, right wing. Bounce pass to Massaquel. Massaquel pass down low is knocked away by Schluth. Ball is stolen for a moment, and they say last touch by Jackie Schluth after she was fighting with Massaquel for the basketball. The official saying it went off Jackie Schluth's foot. And it's William & Mary basketball. Jenna Green, top of the key. Over now to Brooke Stewart. Stewart, left wing. Now to Jasmine Boone. Green, right wing. Down low to Rendell. Rendell off the glass, no good. Rebound deflected by Lidge into the hands of Alexis Smith. Great straight-up D by Schluth. You can tell William & Mary really trying to work it down to Abby Rendell here in the first half. Rachel Pearson, top of the key. Over to Smith on the right wing, directing traffic. Smith to Sarah Curran, who is scoreless so far. Now in the corner, Lidge. Curran. Top of the key, 10 to shoot. Over to Lidge, left wing. Lidge to Curran. 5 to shoot. Curran, cross-court skip past Schluth. Pump fake. 2 seconds to shoot. Lidge throws it up on the top of the key. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound by Massaquel. Again, not a great offensive possession there for the Dragons. Jenna Green now to Massaquel. High post. Pump fake. Drives in against Curran. Outside to Stewart. Over to Boone, right wing. Boone looking. Now dribbling with the left down the lane. And we have an offensive foul call against Jasmine Boone, who she was trying to push off there with that offhand. And they get her for the personal. That is her second. And Boone, arguably William & Mary's most important player, is now out of the game with 2 personal fouls. Kyla Kerstetter back in for Boone. For Drexel, Carrie Alexander checks back in for Alexis Smith. Score remains 20-14, 6.5 to play till halftime. Drexel again breaking the tri-press. Schluth over to Pearson, now to Alexander, left wing. Alexander dribbling to her right to the top of the key, now to Curran, left wing. Curran bounce past the Schluth high post. Now Alexander drives the lane. Up and under move. Blocked from behind by Abby Rendell. and Massaquoi gets the loose ball, and Sarah Curran battling with Massaquoi for that, ties her up, gets the jump ball call. Possession arrow, Drexel. Great hustle by Sarah Curran. Fresh shot clock for the Dragons. Alexander having trouble getting it in. Gets it to Schluth on the baseline. Back to Alexander. Left baseline jumper. Rattles in. Carrie Alexander knocks it down from about 8 feet away. 22-14. Drexel with the 8-point lead. That breaks about a 3-minute scoring drought right there. Just under 6 minutes to play till halftime. Kerstetter to Massaquoi. High low to Rendell. And we have a foul underneath as they're going to get Jackie Schluth with a foul. And she pushed from behind against Abby Rendell, trying to defend the entry pass. So that is her first, team's 5th. Brooke Stewart checks out. Marlena Tremba back in. Jenna Green, now to Kerstetter, top of the key. Pump fake, drives the lane. The runner got it with Jackie Schluth in her face. Kyla Kerstetter, the senior from Tennessee, gets her first bucket. 22-16, and William & Mary again draws to within 6. Carrie Alexander across the timeline, breaks the press. The runner is blocked by Abby Rendell, and Alexander lets it go out of bounds. Rendell's second block shot of the game. As we mentioned, she leads William & Mary with 37 blocks on the year. And as we mentioned, Rendell, Casey Curtis into the game for her. 22 to shoot for the Dragons. Curran gets the inbound, puts it up. A little bit of contact, no call. Missed the shot. Kerstetter gets the board. Now up ahead to Jenna Green. The speedy point guard across the timeline. Down low, knocked away by Schluth. And Lidge saves it and knocks it off of Massaquoi, and it's Drexel ball. Great hustle by Kelsey Lidge, and again, she continues to do the things that you do not see in the box score. Great hustle by Lidge, earning the Dragons the possession. Carrie Alexander in the backcourt, now to Lidge. Lidge back to Alexander, still in the backcourt, now approaching the timeline and just comes across with 1 second to spare. Now she's trapped and the ball is stolen. Tremba has it. Up ahead to Kerstetter, in rhythm, the layup is good. Alexander, who took her time to cross the timeline, then got herself trapped and unfortunately turned the ball over. 22-18, Drexel up by 4. Dragons with the basketball. They break the press this time. Now Alexander midcourt over to Curran left wing. Bounce pass to Schluth on the baseline. Schluth to Pearson just inside the foul line. Jumper is good. Rachel Pearson, who normally you see her knocking down threes, she is 0 for 1 from 3 and 3 for 3 from 2-point range. Drexel back up by 6, 24-18. 4:37 to play till halftime. William & Mary with the basketball. Tremba just to the right of the top of the key. Now Green. Massaquoi touch pass to Kerstetter baseline. Passing to Curtis, but it's stolen away by Carrie Alexander. 1 too many passes for the William & Mary tribe. Alexander trying to break down Tremba. Pump fake outside the Schluth. Now Curran has it. Curran back to Alexander, and the Dragons will reset. Alexander at midcourt, directing traffic. 15 to shoot. Curran left wing. Curran to Alexander, top of the key. Alexander bounce pass to Pearson, under 10 to shoot. Pearson, now Alexander. 4 to shoot, crossover to Schluth. Baseline jumper, no good, just got the side of the rim. Rebound by Massaquoi. Here comes Jenna Green. Green to Kerstetter, cutting through the lane. Her layup is good. She went high off the glass to avoid the block shot by Schluth. Kyla Kerstetter now with a quick 6 points. 24-20, Drexel up by 4. And again, William & Mary hanging tough as expected. Schluth, cross-court skip pass to Pearson. Dragons in the front court now. Alexander to Curran, knocked away and stolen by William & Mary. Turnover number 9 for the Dragons. William & Mary also with 11 turnovers. Jenna Green through the lane, and she threw it away. But it was last touched by Sarah Curran as it went kind of through her arms and went off her fingertips. We'll go to a timeout. It will be William & Mary ball when we return. 23 to shoot for the Tribe. 3:25 remaining till halftime. Drexel up by 4, 24-20.
There is a place where standouts fit in, where innovation is tradition, where you can live the lesson. Welcome to Drexel University. We're a different kind of school, and we're looking for a different kind of student. Drexel is ranked among the top 100 universities in the United States. We offer the academics, research, work experience, and professional network that will help you make your mark. Drexel University, your world is waiting.
With the card accepted by 90% of doctors and specialists in the Philadelphia region, you have the compassion and security of Blue Cross, giving you the freedom to relish right now. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. Drexel leading William & Mary 24-20 with 3:25 remaining in the first half. And as good as the Dragons have played really at times, Drexel is turning the ball over a little bit and giving William & Mary some chances in this game. William & Mary starting to shoot the ball better as well. William & Mary at one point was under 30%, but now they're at 39%. And Kyla Kerstetter has really been a spark off the bench. The senior from Brentwood, Tennessee, 3 of 4 from the floor. Her only miss was a three-point field goal attempt early in the first half, but she's made her last 3 shots, and they've all been within 15 feet. William & Mary basketball out of the timeout. Casey Curtis has the ball poked away by Alexis Smith, who returns to the lineup. And Florence Watara also back in, and they join Curran, Pearson, and Schluth. So Kelsey Lidge and Carrie Alexander getting a break. 20 seconds to shoot from William & Mary. Latrice Hunter has the ball. She's back in the game for Jenna Green. Marlena Tremba now to Kerstetter, top of the key. Back to Tremba. Tremba down low. It's Massaquel working against Curran. Outside to Hunter. Under 10 to shoot for the Tribe. Massaquel, top of the key, the long 2, nothing but net. Alexandra Massaquel with her first bucket. And the Tribe are within 2, 24-22. Drexel across the timeline. Schluth hands it off to Smith, breaking the press. Pearson, right wing, over to Smith, now top of the key. Now Watara, left wing. Watara, cross-court, skip past Pearson. In rhythm for 3 from the right wing. It's a little bit short. Crashing the glass is Watara, and she has the ball knocked away by Tremba, and it will remain with Drexel. Dragons will get a fresh shot clock, 2:45 on the game clock. Drexel up by 2. It's the closest it's been since it was 2-0. Alexis Smith to Pearson, cutting through the lane, off the glass and good. Great job by Smith and great job moving without the ball by Rachel Pearson. She now has 8, all on 2-point field goals. Go figure. Massaquel, top of the key, over to Kerstetter. Drexel up by 4, 26-22. 2.5 to play till halftime. Tremba, left wing, guarded by Smith. Now dribbling to her left. Bounce past the Massaquel on the baseline. Hunter, top of the key. Kerstetter at the foul line, and she traveled. Kerstetter with a little stutter step and then decided to drive inside and was called for the travel. Turnover number 12 for the Tribe here in the first half. 2:24 on the game clock. Drexel up by 4. Rachel Pearson has the ball. Now to Smith. Drexel still in the backcourt. Now to Watara across the timeline. Watara trapped for a moment. Passes to Pearson. Pearson now to Smith, top of the key. Watara, left wing, bounce past Curran. Drives baseline. Nothing there. Back outside Watara. Left corner. It's a 3, and it's an air ball. Overshot the whole thing. William & Mary with the basketball. Latrice Hunter trying to go coast to coast. Goes in. Passes to Curtis. Has her shot blocked from behind by Watara. Curtis now to Kerstetter. Her jumper is good from 12 feet away, just outside the lane. Kerstetter now with 8 to lead her squad coming off the bench. 26-24. Pearson splits the D. Now to Alexis Smith at midcourt. Lexi over to Flo. Flo Watara. Back to Smith. Top of the key. Now to Pearson. Right wing. Pearson. 15 to shoot. Smith. High post to Schluth. Schluth. Back outside Pearson. She's going to try another 3. And this time it goes down. Rachel Pearson with her first triple. She's got 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 29-24. That's the first 3 of the game for Drexel. Now William & Mary in transition as Curtis misses the shot from inside the lane. Watara got the board, and Alexis Smith will walk it right across the timeline. Smith, guarded by Hunter, near midcourt. Now to Watara, right wing. Watara, back to Smith, left wing. Driving inside, kicking it outside, but Marlena Tremba was ready for that one, and she knocked it away out of bounds. Pass intended for Pearson. 10 seconds to shoot for Drexel. It'll be an out of bounds on the side. And Denise Dillon is going to take a timeout. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. Drexel with 10 to shoot. 58.5 seconds remaining on the game clock here in the first half. Drexel up by 5, 29-24. Coming up on the Independence Blue Cross halftime report, we'll have an exclusive interview with freshman forward Sarah Woods. And that'll be followed by the individual stats and scoring from the first half, and then we'll follow that up with the Hahnemann University Hospital out-of-town scoreboard and get you up to date on what's going on around the CAA women's basketball world, as well as the men's side. That's all coming up in a few minutes on the Independence Blue Cross halftime report. Alexa Smith side out. It's Watara, Pearson, Curran, and Schluth joining her. Bounce pass to Pearson. She hands it back to Smith. Smith to Curran. High post. Curran going in, and she's called for the travel. So unfortunately, the timeout didn't pay off for the Dragons. And a little offense-defense switch here as Carrie Alexander and Kelsey Lidge in for Watara and Curran. We've got about a 23-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And Latrice Hunter has the ball going across the timeline. Hunter to her right. Now to Massaquoi cutting through the lane. Her layup is good from just inside the right block. That looked a little too easy right there for William & Mary. 29-26. Drexel has the ball, and there's still a shot clock here as Alexander has her pass knocked away out of bounds by Kerstetter. This William & Mary squad really plays tenacious D. 25 to shoot for Drexel, 33.7 to play, so that's about an 8-second difference there. Curran side out, looking. Now to Pearson on the wing. Pearson hands it off to Alexander. Alexander dribbling to her right. Now to Curran on the left wing. Curran dribbling to her right to the top of the key, and her pass is knocked away and stolen by Massaquoi. Wow. Back-to-back turnovers for the Dragons to end this half. Shot clock unplugged, and William & Mary will have the final look. They trail by 3. Hunter has the basketball. Now to Rendell baseline, going against Curran, puts it up, no good. Her putback is no good as well, but they call Curran for the foul. So Abby Rendell will go back to the line. She has 3 of 4 from there today, and that's the second personal foul on Curran, team 6th. Clock is stopped at 3.9. Rendell's first free throw is good. Well, for coming into this game shooting 47% from the line, Rendell 4 of 5 from the line. She's done a really good job from there tonight. Kerstetter out, Tremba back in. Kelsey Lidge back in as well. 29-27 is the score. Rendell's second free throw rolls out. Oh, and the clock started before the ball came off the rim. So Drexel has the rebound, and they'll have 3.9 seconds to get a shot off. Let's see what they can do here. Drexel up by 2, 29-27. The officials talking it over here. Maybe they're going to knock off a couple of tenths here, because it was 3.9 when Rendell was shooting the free throws. They knock 5 tenths off, so it's 3.4. Pearson will inbound to Schluth. Schluth is just going to hold it. So I guess it didn't matter how much time was left on the clock because the Dragons were just going to hold it anyway. So we'll go into the break with the score, 29-27, Dragons with the lead. And the Dragons have led throughout, but we'll see what Taylor Wooten has to say about what the Dragons have done here in the first half. Taylor Wooten making her way here over to press row. Coach Woot.
Hey, Ari.
Interesting first half. I mean, the Dragons really shot the basketball well.
Yes, we did.
Turned the ball over a lot, but so did William & Mary.
Yes.
The score is only 29-27. What are you seeing that maybe needs to be corrected going into the second half despite the good shooting that we've had?
I think we need to slow the ball down. We are definitely playing into their fast-paced game.
I agree.
And I think we need to slow the ball down and play Drexel Dragon basketball.
We've scored in transition a little bit.
Yes.
That we had that little 4-0 run there, but you're right. You got to play Drexel basketball, slow it down in the half court. Jackie Schluth really set the tempo. I mean, she missed a couple shots as the shot clock was winding down, but she's knocking them down when she's getting open.
Yes, that's her game, the mid-range game. She can shoot deadly from there. I guess she didn't really score in the game that we played them in the first game.
Right.
So I guess they weren't really playing her, but now she's open. She's going to shoot it.
Well, I think they'll be keeping an eye on her.
Yes,
Maybe
they will.
Jam will get going in the second half.
That'd be great.
And Rachel Pearson, she has 11 points. Only one of her field goals are from the outside. She's getting open on like back cuts and mid-range jumpers. Talk about what she's done.
Yes, they're definitely definitely chasing her. So we've been working on curls and going to the basket with all her cuts.
All right.
So she's been open and we've been hitting her.
All right, good stuff. Well, good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Ari.
Taylor Rootson joining us as she always does to start off the Independence Blue Cross halftime report. And we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have an exclusive interview with freshman forward Sarah Woods. Drexel 29, William & Mary 27 at the half. We'll be back with more right after this on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
There is a place where standouts fit in. A place where innovation is tradition. A place where you can live the lesson. Welcome to Drexel University. We're a different kind of school, and we're looking for a different kind of student. Drexel is ranked among the top 100 universities in the United States. We offer the academics, research, work experience, and professional network that will help you make your mark. At Drexel, your education goes beyond the classroom. Drexel Co-op gives you the opportunity to work real jobs with leading corporations in the United States or abroad, building your resume and earning a paycheck. On Co-op, you'll meet the leaders of today, and on campus, you'll be among the leaders of tomorrow. Get involved on campus and around the city. Philadelphia is an extension of our university, an international, historical, and cultural hub. It's a place you can live, work, play, and learn. Drexel University. Get an education as unique as you are. Your world is waiting.
How McGoldrick Leasing can help you. McGoldrick Leasing, for all your vehicle needs.
Welcome to the Independence Blue Cross halftime report here on DrexelDragons.com. Get the support you need to live fearless with the most preferred health plans in the region, Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. And our halftime guest today is freshman forward Sarah Woods. Sarah, thanks for coming on the broadcast with us.
Thanks for having me.
So it's funny when I travel with the team, you know, there's more than one Sarah. So you're pretty much just Woods now. And Sarah is Say. So nobody's really called Sarah. But are you getting used to that? Is that like people just call you Woods growing up?
Yeah, my dad called me that when I was little, so I'm kind of used to it coming here.
Okay, that's cool. So now you're a freshman here from Maryland. Talk about your freshman season so far, on and off the court here at Drexel.
It's definitely an adjustment for me. It's like different from high school, but I do like it. It's just like it's different being away from my dad and my parents, so that's the adjustment for me.
Are you getting adjusted a little bit?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I would imagine at first it would be kind of tough, but now here in February, maybe starting to get into the swing of things a little bit. We did go down to Maryland. Actually, we're going down to Towson. What part of Maryland are you from? Are you near any place where we have been or where we're going?
Yeah, I'm from Bowie, Maryland.
Okay. All right, cool. And let's talk about a game, a shot in particular that I wanted to mention. You had a 2-point bucket at the end of the Charleston game last Friday. The bench went nuts. And, you know, you haven't scored a lot this year, so I'm sure the bench was really excited to see you get that bucket. What were you thinking? Just going to, if you had your shot in the lane, you were going to take it at that point?
Yeah, like my teammates get on me at practice for like not shooting. So when I got in there, I was just like, oh, here it goes. And then it went in, so I was really happy.
That's great. Now, I think that you have a good skill set. You know, you're only about like 5'10", but you really play with the forwards, you know, in practice, and you play with the forwards when you get in the game, and you can jump a little bit. You have some athleticism. Is that the part of your game that you really like would Drexel fans to know about, that you are athletic, you can play with the bigs even though maybe you're a little undersized?
Yeah, I've always been considered undersized, but I've always been a post player, so I'm kind of used to like guarding and playing with big people. So.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today, and best of luck the rest of your freshman season.
Thank you.
Sarah Woods, our halftime guest. When we come back, we'll move on with the Independence Blue Cross halftime report and give you the first half stats and scoring. You're listening to Drexel Women's Basketball on DrexelDragons.com.
With the card most accepted in the Philadelphia region, you have the compassion and security of Blue Cross, giving you the confidence to move forward. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Does this look like your technology plan? Looking for answers? Armada International can help, providing business process, mobile solutions, web applications, and CRM applications. One company solving all your technology issues. Armada International, leading our clients to conquer obstacles and achieve unprecedented success.
Suit up for the CEO while earning your MBA. The C-Suite Co-op, only at Drexel LeBeau.
I'm doing it right.
The Drexel University Center for Hospitality and Sport Management offers undergraduate and graduate degree programs in culinary arts, food science, hospitality management, and sport management to develop the next generation of industry leaders. Graduates of these programs go on to exciting careers in restaurants, global food companies, hotels, casinos, and professional and college sports. For more information, visit us on the web at drexel.edu/HSM or call 215-895-6255 to find out more about these exciting careers.
Visit us online at balagolfclub.com for more information.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on the Independence Blue Cross Halftime Report here on DrexelDragons.com. Get the support you need to live fearless with the most preferred health plans in the region. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. And before we get started into our stats, I want to give a shout out to two big fans here in the house tonight, Tom and Stacy. So a shout out to you guys. And now let's get into the individual stats and scoring. First for William and Mary. 8 points each for Abby Rendell and Kyla Kerstetter. Kerstetter came off the bench, really provided a spark at the end of that first half. 4 points each for Alex Massaquel and Jasmine Boone. 3 points for Marlena Tremba. She knocked down an early three. And lots of players playing but did not score. Jenna Green, Latrice Hunter, Casey Curtis, Jean Gamon, and Brooke Stewart. That's William and Mary's total of 27. The Tribe, after shooting poorly to start the first half, they're now shooting 44%, 10 for 23, including 1 for 3 from beyond the arc and 6 for 8 from the free throw line. For your Drexel Dragons, leading the way with 11 points in double figures is Rachel Pearson, 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting from Jackie Schluth. She also has a team-high 4 rebounds. 6 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals for Carrie Alexander. And 2 points each off the bench for Alexis Smith and Kelsey Lidge. Sarah Curran, Drexel's leading scorer, has not scored yet. Jamila Thompson also has not scored in limited time because of foul trouble. She only played 7 minutes. And Florence Watara played in 6 minutes and did not score. Drexel shooting 14 for 29 from the floor for 48%, including 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. But they have not attempted a free throw attempt yet. Drexel out-rebounding William & Mary 15-14. Drexel with 12 assists on 14 field goals. William & Mary with 8 assists on 10 field goals. William & Mary 12 turnovers. Drexel with 11 turnovers. So lots of up and down action here today at the DAC. Now it's time for the Hahnemann University Hospital out-of-town scoreboard. At Hahnemann University Hospital, quality patient care is their #1 priority. Hahnemann is nationally ranked by U.S. News and World Report in nephrology, regionally ranked in 12 specialties, and is ranked 4th in the Philadelphia metro area. With advanced medical technology and treatments at Hahnemann, you'll get the quality care you deserve. For more information, visit HahnemannHospital.com. First off in CAA women's basketball, last night, Delaware defeated Northeastern 70-61, and Elon defeated Towson 84-70. At the half tonight, James Madison dominating the Hofstra Pride up in Hempstead, New York, 44-20. So that's certainly a good sign for the Dragons. As much as it would be nice to be the #1 seed and win the CAA regular season, looks like JMU will probably get that title no matter what. So it's good for the Dragons, for JMU to knock off Hofstra and knock them down. So looking at the way the CAA standings currently are, if JMU does hold on for the win tonight against Hofstra, and if Drexel can win, Drexel would be 9-2. In second, William & Mary would be 10-0. Excuse me, James Madison would be 10-0. In first place, Hofstra would fall to 6-5, tied with Delaware. Elon would be in third at 6-4. So things looking good for the Dragons. The Dragons just need to take care of business tonight against William & Mary. Now, speaking of the Dragons, the Drexel men's team, who was pretty much left for dead with a record of 4-14 just a couple of weeks ago and 2-5 in conference play, all of a sudden have won 4 games in a row, including a win last night down at Elon. And the Dragons have beat some of the better teams in the conference. They beat Northeastern and UNC Wilmington, both here at home. And the Dragons now 6-5 in conference play, in a 3-way tie for 4th place with Hofstra and James Madison, and 2 games back of a 3-way tie for 1st place, Northeastern, William & Mary, and UNCW, all tied for 1st. So getting a little bit jumbled up there in the top 6 of the CAA. And the Dragons, make no mistake about it, they are serious players at this point in time, because Damian Lee is clicking, Rodney Williams is back, and Tavon Allen, Sammy Mojica, both playing very well as well. So the Dragons on the men's side, suddenly their season has taken a major, sharp 180-degree turn. We're going to take a timeout. That's it for the Independence Blue Cross halftime report. Coming up, second half action between the Drexel women and William & Mary. The Dragons leading 29-27. We'll be back with more women's basketball action here on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
It's one straight shot down 95 South. The destination is familiar. The goal is the same. It's called March Madness for a reason. Your Dragon squad returns to Baltimore's Royal Farms Arena for the CAA Men's Basketball Championship, March 6th through March 9th. So much to see, so much to do. For the absolute best seats available to Drexel fans, visit DrexelDragons.com for more information. Cheer more in Baltimore as the road to the Final Four kicks off with the Colonial Athletic Association Men's Basketball Championship, March 6th through 9th at the Royal Farms Arena. A new money-saving fan package includes a room at your choice of hotels, 2 harbor passes, 2 admissions to the Power Plant Live Fan Fest, and an option to purchase discounted tickets for the championship. Come for the tourney and stay for the fun. Score your fan package today at baltimore.org.
We've been dreaming about this moment for the past 4 years.
We can fight back, and we want to take over the CAA.
I'm just on cloud 9 right now. I can't even explain the way I feel.
It means the world. We've been working 4 years really hard for it, and this moment is worth it.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
That last play, that last game is something that I won't ever forget.
We made history, babe. We did it.
This is my dream.
Here with another CAA.TV update.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. We're about ready for the start of the second half, and the Dragons leading 29-27, and Drexel has not trailed in this game, but William & Mary, as Coach Taylor Wooten said at the half, the William & Mary, they're imposing their brand of basketball on the Dragons, running up and down the floor. So the Dragons need to get into the half court, slow the game down, and work that 5-out offense that they love to run. Jenna Green has the basketball. William & Mary will have the opening possession of this half. Jenna Green now top of the key to Tremba. Tremba down low to Rendell. Puts up a wild scoop shot with the right hand that's no good. Rebound by the Dragons. Carrie Alexander the other way. Now to Schluth, top of the key, over to Thompson, right wing. Thompson steps in, is going to take a long jumper. Got it. And Jam is on the board with that jumper to start off the second half. Drexel now up by 4, 31-27. We're in the opening minute of half number 2. Massaquel, top of the key, over to Tremba. Now Jenna Green in the corner, drives the baseline. Bounce pass to Rendell. Rendell against Curran, up the glass and good. Abby Rendell's had a good game. She now has 10, first William & Mary player in double figures. Back to a 2-point lead for Drexel, 31-29. Alexander across the timeline, avoids the trap, passes to Curran. Curran now to Thompson baseline. Thompson to Schluth inside against Massaquel, partially blocked. No good, rebound by Green. Here comes William & Mary the other way. Tremba to Rendell, cutting through the lane, and she traveled. Oh. Well, one official I think had a travel, one official had a jump ball. Either way, it should be Drexel ball. Now, Ed Swanson wants a foul call, but I don't think so. And it will be Drexel ball. So they're going to call the back official underneath the basket had a jump ball call, and I believe the sideline official was probably going to call a travel because Rendell definitely did take a little bunny hop right there. But it's Drexel ball nonetheless, 18:56 on the game clock. Drexel up by 2, 31-29. And again, the Dragons have not trailed in this game. Alexander to Curran, right wing. Curran now on the baseline to Schluth. Schluth to Pearson cutting through the lane. Her jumper is blocked by Rendell. Pearson trying to put up a quick 2, and Rendell with a block. That starts a fast break, but Jenna Green throws up a shot. Probably could have had time to collect herself, but instead just decided to throw it up as if the game clock was winding down to 0. And the Dragons come up with the basketball. Pearson to Thompson, left corner. Nice pump fake, going in with the right hand, and she's fouled. What a great pump fake by Jamila Thompson. She got Abby Rendell flying by her, and then she went in and took on Massaquel, the smaller player at 5'10", and drew the foul. So Jamila Thompson will go to the line for 2. First personal on Massaquel, first team foul of the second half. Thompson at the line. And her first free throw is good. Jam now with 3 points today. She averages 6.6 on the season. Kelsey Lidge into the game for Sarah Curran. And Jackie Schluth actually needed attention from the trainer, Kerry Gavin. Looks like she had a little cut. Jam will have another free throw. She's got the second, nothing but net. Jamila came into this game a 72% free throw shooter. And she knocks down both, 33-29. Drexel up by 4, 18:15 to go. Jasmine Boone outside Massaquel, top of the key, over to Tremba. Tremba to Jenna Green. Thought about driving the baseline, now steps back, takes a long 2, just barely grazes the front rim. Rebound was deflected out to Jackie Schluth. Drexel basketball. Carrie Alexander across the timeline to Thompson, top of the key, and she traveled. Thompson, top of the key, tried to make a move inside and picked up that pivot foot before putting the ball on the ground. 17:56 on the game clock. Drexel up by 4, 33-29. The Dragons' largest lead in this game is 8 points. That tells you how close this game has been throughout. Jenna Green, baseline, Tremba, step back, takes a 3. It's a little short. Floorboard to Jamila Thompson. Carrie Alexander with a nice box out of Jasmine Boone, a very dangerous rebounder as a guard. Alexander, Thompson at the elbow this time. She stops. Now to Lidge, cutting back door. Lidge to Pearson on the outside. Now Thompson. Thompson just to the right at the top of the key. Dribbles left, 15 to shoot. To Alexander, cutting back door, puts up a shot. No, she passed it to Schluth. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Alexander was looking for Schluth underneath. And I don't think Schluth was ready for the pass. I think she was ready to crash the boards for that jumper from Alexander. So a little miscommunication leads to a Drexel turnover. William & Mary with the ball. Drexel up by 4. Jenna Green passes to Boone, right wing. Boone, baseline Tremba. Back to Boone. Jenna Green looking down low. It's not there. 15 to shoot. Now Boone, right wing. Boone, back outside Green. Green to Tremba, right wing. Under 10 to shoot. Rendell, baseline jumper to Massaquel. Massaquel no good off the side rim. Rebound deflected into the arms of Pearson. That was Massaquel who took the jumper, just to make that clear. Pearson now with the basketball for Drexel. Kerry Alexander midcourt, guarded by Jenna Green. 16:45 on the game clock. Drexel still holding a 4-point edge over the Tribe. 33-29. Kelsey Lidge to Thompson, top of the key. Thompson looking at Alexander, left wing, under 10 to shoot. Alexander, high ball screen from Thompson, takes it, goes. Now Thompson pick and roll. Oh! And it's out of bounds off of the fingertips of Jam after it was deflected by a William & Mary player. So good D that time by the Tribe. Latrice Hunter back into the game, the backup point guard, coming in for Jenna Green. And Alexis Smith checking in for Carrie Alexander. Smith, Pearson, Schluth, Thompson, and Lidge into the game for the Dragons. Hunter, Boone, Tremba, Rendell, and Massaquel for the Tribe. Hunter to Boone. Bounce pass to Rendell, knocked away by Thompson for a moment. Oh, and we've got a traveling violation on Rendell as she tried to go in against Thompson. Thompson blocked the initial somewhat shot attempt. We'll call it a shot attempt. And then Rendell ended up traveling with the basketball. Drexel across the timeline, breaks the William & Mary press. Oh, and Tremba reaches in and ties up Jackie Schluth. So possession arrow going the other way to William & Mary. Tribe basketball. Drexel still holding the 4-point lead, 33-29, 16:05 to play. Massaquel top of the key over to Hunter, now left wing. Hunter to Tremba, left corner, going to try a three. She's got it. Marlena Tremba with her second three-pointer. William & Mary is to within 1 point, 33-32. Kelsey Lidge has the ball in the backcourt, now to Smith across the timeline. Thompson has the basketball top of the key, passes it back to Smith at midcourt, and now Lexi will slow things down. Smith, midcourt. Thompson, high post, outside of Lidge. Lidge, oh, and she throws it right to Jasmine Boone. Here's another steal. Boone going one-on-one with Smith, going in, puts up a shot. Oh, and they got a late block call against Lexi. Lexi tried to get in there and take the charge. I thought that was going to be a no call, but they call it a late on Alexis Smith. So when we return, Jasmine Boone will have a couple of free throws, and William & Mary will have a chance to take their first lead of the game. 15:29 to play. Drexel up by 1. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
With the card most accepted in the Philadelphia region, you have the compassion and security of Blue Cross, giving you the confidence to move forward. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Does this look like your technology plan? Looking for answers? Armada International can help, providing business process, mobile solutions, web applications, and CRM applications. One company solving all your technology issues. Armada International, leading our clients to conquer obstacles and achieve unprecedented success.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. Drexel leading William & Mary 33-32, but Drexel might not be leading for that much longer. 15:29 to go, and the Dragons are turning the ball over way too much. The Dragons have 5 turnovers already in the first 5+ minutes of this second half. And the Dragons just cannot do that against this William & Mary team. And I said at the onset, this William & Mary team, they're different from the past. They play defense. They're scrappy. And they've got some talented young players, too, like Abby Rendell, like Jenna Green, like Marlena Tremba. So the Dragons cannot take the Tribe lightly here tonight. And obviously, the Tribe, they've come here to win. Jasmine Boone at the free throw line, and her first free throw is good. And we're tied up at 33. Game is tied. And Boone makes the second, and it's official. The Tribe have their first lead of the game, 34-33. And on the inbounds play on the press, William & Mary gets the steal, but Tremba misses the jumper. Thompson saves the ball to Lidge. Man, almost disaster. Oh, the Dragons almost turn it over again, but Pearson was lucky to pick up the ball. The Dragons being extremely careless with the basketball here in the second half. Alexis Smith, bounce pass to Pearson, right wing. 13 to shoot for the Dragons. Smith, top of the key. Looking, now to Schluth, right wing. Pearson, right corner, 6 to shoot, driving in. And we're going to have a foul off the ball on William and Mary. It's going to be a foul on Latrice Hunter. That will be her first, team's second. Sarah Curran back in, Jackie Schluth out. And Sarah Curran has not scored yet tonight. Dragons need her to step it up a little bit, take some shots. Side out, Thompson gets it to Curran, now back to Thompson. Fresh shot clock for the Dragons, under 15 minutes to play. Drexel down by 1, 34-33, the first time Drexel has trailed this evening. Kelsey Lidge back to Smith, top of the key. Smith dribbling to her right, looking, now to Curran, right wing. Curran, bounce pass to Pearson. We're going to have a foul off the ball as it was a steal by William & Mary, but we're going to get a foul on a hold. That's on Marlena Tremba. That will be her first, team's third. So another fresh shot clock for the Dragons and another inbounds play, 14:40 on the game clock. Thompson looking to Smith. Smith just at the lane. William & Mary wanted to travel, but Smith did not have possession of the basketball. Rachel Pearson, right wing. Dribbling, bounce pass to Lidge, top of the key, over to Smith, now left wing. Smith to Thompson, left corner, pump fake, bounce pass Curran, pump fake, and it's blocked by Boone. Curran trapped, now to Thompson, 10 to shoot. Thompson goes in, the jumper. What's the foul going to be? They call an offensive foul? Got an offensive foul on Jamila Thompson. It's her third personal. Jamila Thompson really did all she could. She stopped, pretty much went straight up, and then Boone just fell down and they gave the offensive foul call. And another turnover for the Dragons. 14-10 to play. Drexel down by 1, 34-33. It's try ball after the offensive foul on Thompson. Tremba, crossover, drives the lane. And now they call a block on Thompson after she's staying still. Tremba went right into her, and they get Thompson for the block. And that's Thompson's fourth, and she's going to have to check out. Fresh shot clock for William & Mary. 14:03 on the game clock. And a timeout call as William & Mary nearly had a 5-second call against them. Timeout called by Ed Swanson, so we're going to step away. 14:03 to play. Drexel down by 1, 34-33. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
Suit up for the CEO while earning your MBA. The C-Suite Co-op, only at Drexel LeBeau.
I'm doing it right.
The Drexel University Center for Hospitality and Sport Management offers undergraduate and graduate degree programs in culinary arts, food science, hospitality management, and sport management to develop the next generation of industry leaders. Graduates of these programs go on to exciting careers in restaurants, global food companies, hotels, casinos, and professional and college sports. For more information, visit us on the web at drexel.edu/HSM or call 215-895-6255 to find out more about these exciting careers.
William & Mary leading the Dragons by 1, 34-33, 14:03 to play. Still plenty of time for it to go either way. Interesting stat just brought to my attention. This is the first time that the Dragons have trailed in the second half since their game against James Madison back on January 18th. That was a game that the Dragons lost, and that was the last time Drexel lost a game. So how about that? The Dragons have not trailed in the second half during this 4-game winning streak that they've had. Both teams return to the floor. William & Mary with the basketball. Smith, Pearson, Schluth, Lidge, and Curran for the Dragons. For William & Mary, it's Hunter, Tremba, Boone, Kerstetter, and Rendell. Tremba has the ball in the corner. Looking, bounce past the Boone, high post, down low, knocked away by Schluth. And the ball bounced around, and Smith comes up with it. Great job by Jackie Schluth on the defensive end of the floor. Alexis Smith across the timeline, and Curran, who we mentioned has not scored yet tonight. Curran to Pearson, cutting through the lane, has her jumper blocked again by Abby Rendell inside the lane. The fourth block of the game for Abby Rendell. Tremba to Hunter. It's a corner 2, and Hunter hits her first bucket of the game. William & Mary up by 3, 36-33. The Dragons have not scored in about 5 minutes. Pearson to Lidge across the timeline, breaking the press. Now Smith to Schluth, cutting down the lane, and she puts up a shot, missed it, as Boone flew over her onto her back, and Kerstetter gets the rebound. Hunter has the ball to Kerstetter, over to Tremba now, left wing. 13 minutes to play. Kerstetter drives the baseline, goes in, puts up a shot, and that's going to be an offensive foul as Kelsey Lidge drives the lane. I believe that's an offensive foul. Yes, that's going to go against Kerstetter. Second personal on Kerstetter as Kelsey Lidge stepped in and sacrificed the body. Rendell out, Casey Curtis in. Now, do we have a clock issue here? They're trying to correct something on the clock. All right, we're all set. 12:57 to play. Fresh shot clock for Drexel. Again, William & Mary putting on the press. It's worked for them. They've created turnovers. Curran all the way up to Schluth across the timeline, and Schluth will get it to Pearson. And the Dragons need to find some offense, and they need to find it fast because it's been 5.5 minutes since the Dragons have scored. Curran, left wing, now to Smith, top of the key. High post Schluth. Schluth going inside, putting up a jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound by Tremba. And the scoring drought continues. Tremba, high post to Boone. Boone, outside to Hunter. Hunter directing traffic. Passes to Kerstetter, left wing. 15 to shoot for the Tribe. Kerstetter to Curtis. Now to Hunter, right wing. Hunter, 10 to shoot. Dribbles around the perimeter. Now bounce pass to Kerstetter. Baseline, drives in, and she traveled. Kerstetter with the bunny hop on the baseline, and it's a turnover for William & Mary. Drexel ball. Both teams have turned the ball over a lot. Drexel with 18, William & Mary now with 17. Pearson in the backcourt to Smith, to Lidge across the timeline. Lidge now to Lexi Smith, and she'll pull it back out. And again, the Dragons have not scored now for over 6 minutes. And there's almost a throwaway there as Lidge tried to pass it to Pearson in the corner, but Boone knocked it out of bounds. So we'll be Drexel ball when we return. 11:53 to play, 12 to shoot. The Dragons trying to find some offense here at the DAC. We'll be back.
No one else can do what Colonial Marble and Granite can do. We've revolutionized the way you buy your granite countertops. Colonial Marble and Granite, the nation's leading granite countertop fabricator. Visit our King of Prussia showroom today and see how easy, beautiful, and affordable your countertops can be. Professional, courteous service, unbeatable prices, just $19.99 installed. No one else can beat Colonial Marble and Granite. Visit us online at colonialmarble.net.
Some apps help you keep track of things. Some help you kill time. But only one app really keeps you running. The Dunkin' mobile app.
With DD Perks, our exciting new rewards program. Just enroll, pay with your card, view your points, and tap to redeem your rewards.
The Dunkin' mobile app. Download it today.
TE.com.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV. William & Mary leading Drexel 36-33, and it's been bad here in the second half offensively for the Dragons. Drexel has not scored in the last 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Here in the second half, the Dragons have 7 turnovers and are 1 of 7 from the floor. Except for their first shot attempt in the second half, which I believe was a Jamila Thompson bucket. The Dragons have not scored here in half number 2. And now we've got another foul off the ball. This is going to be on William & Mary. It's going to be on Latrice Hunter. as Sarah Curran went flying to the ground. Now that's the 5th team foul on William & Mary, and that could be something that could help the Dragons because Drexel has only attempted 2 free throws in this game, and they were both by Jam at the start of the second half. Fresh shot clock for the Dragons. 11:51 on the game clock. Smith drives the lane, puts up a floater off the glass, no good. Rebound knocked away, goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sarah Curran. (36-33). Drexel still trailing, and the scoring drought rolls on for the Dragons. Massaquel, top of the key, over to Hunter. Hunter, left wing, now to Tremba in the corner. Tremba to Hunter. Back to Tremba, thought about a 3. Now pump fake, drives in, behind the back, steps back. Nothing there. Cross court to Hunter, 10 to shoot. Hunter has the ball knocked away from behind, and Schluth comes up with it. Great job by Lexi Smith, as we see her do that a lot. Let her player go by, and then pick her pocket from behind. Alexis Smith now with the ball near midcourt. The Dragons need a bucket extremely badly here. It's been over 7 minutes since Drexel has scored. Alexis Smith, right wing to Pearson, top of the key. Pearson, back to Smith, under 10 to shoot. Now down low to Lidge, and it's thrown away off her fingertips and out of bounds. Wow. You know, as good as the Dragons have played during this 4-game win streak, this is probably the poorest I've seen the Dragons play since that loss against JMU back on January 18th. And the Dragons are still within 3 here. William & Mary down low. Massaquel falls to the ground, loses the ball out of bounds. There's another break for the Dragons. Turnover number 19. Each team with 19 turnovers, and we still have over 10 minutes to play. Drexel still down by 3, 36-33. But with Drexel not scoring for 7.5 minutes, it could certainly be worse. Oh, there's another near turnover as the ball coming right to us here on press row. Nice catch by the deputy AD, Nick Gannon. 22 to shoot for the Dragons. Pearson side out, right in front of me here on the sideline. Now Alexander has the ball midcourt. Alexander. Still looking. Now to Alexis Smith. Smith to Curran. To Pearson, under 10 to shoot. Pearson, high ball screen, pick and roll with Curran. Curran going in, double teamed. And she traveled. Well, turnover number 20. 9 turnovers in the last 5.5 minutes. No points in the last 8. 10:15 to play. The Dragons still only trailing by 3. William & Mary hasn't scored for over 3 minutes. Tremba to Kerstetter, 10 to shoot to Masquel, cutting through now outside Kerstetter to Tremba. Pump fake, step back, nothing there. Kerstetter with 5 to shoot, passes outside to Hunter. Knocked away, steps up, a jumper off the side. That didn't hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation. Good defensive possession by the Dragons there. .9:53 on the game clock, so we're about midway through. We're past the midway point, rather, of half number 2. And the Dragons have only scored 4 points in this entire half, all by Jamila Thompson, who's on the bench with 4 personals. Jackie Schluth to Smith, left wing for 3. No good off the back rim, rebound by Kerstetter. I was praying that one was going in. Now in transition, Hunter to Massaquel. The layup is no good. Rebound by Curtis. Passes it back outside. Fresh shot clock for the Tribe. Tremba to Massaquel. Baseline. Driving in. Oh, she traveled. Yes, absolutely she did. Turnover, William & Mary. And it will be Drexel ball yet again. Checking into the game is Florence Watara. And Flo really contributed to the offense in the game against UNCW. She had 8 first-half points, finished with 10. And Flo really has the ability to, if she can get hot, she can be a threat. Oh, but she throws it away right there on the cross-court pass to Pearson. Boone intercepts. Tremba with the basketball. William & Mary's going to have to reset. Good transition D by the Dragons. Tremba, right wing. Now to Rendell, top of the key, over to Boone. Boone to Jenna Green. Now up top, Massaquel. High-low for Rendell, and it's knocked out of bounds by Pearson. Good job by Rachel Pearson to go up the ladder and knock the ball away from Rendell. Watara out after that turnover, and Megan Marisik into the game for the first time. The freshman sharpshooter from Bethel Park. Maybe she can spark the offense. I think Denise Dillon is just looking for any type of offense. 10 to shoot for William and Mary. They've got the ball up by 3. Pass down low, knocked away by Schluth, and Curran gets the steal. Great job by Schluth, who has really got her hand on a lot of entry passes inside to Abby Rendell. Carrie Alexander with the basketball. Driving the baseline, nothing there, pulls it back out. Now Marisik, top of the key, over to Pearson, right wing. Pearson. Now to Marisik, top of the key, 13 to shoot, over to Alexander. Alexander dribbling with her left, spin move going in the lane, puts it up, and gets the roll. And finally, the scoring drought ends at 7.5 minutes on the bucket by Carrie Alexander. Drexel down by 1, 36-35. William and Mary with the ball. It's a Jenna Green 3, no good off the back rim. Pearson deflects the rebound, goes out of bounds. Last touched by Rachel. So it will remain William and Mary ball with a fresh shot clock. Finally, Alexander breaks the drought, and still the Dragons are in it. Only down by 1. William and Mary hasn't scored for 5+ minutes now. Rendell to Jenna Green, top of the key. Green to Tremba, corner 3. No good. Rebound by Curran. I thought that one was going to go in. Tremba usually knocks down the shots from the outside when she's open. Alexander to Curran, top of the key. Over to Marisik, right wing. Marisik looking, dribbling with her left. Now to Curran. Jumper from the foul line, no good. Rebound by Massaquel. And Curran still without a point in this game. Tremba, top of the key, over to Boone, left wing. 7:45 to play. We'll go to a timeout at the next whistle. Drexel with a 1-point deficit. William and Mary with the ball. Rendell, top of the key, over to Tremba. Tremba to Boone. Thought about a 3, but now passes to Green. Green back to Boone. Under 10 to shoot. Boone driving the baseline. Pulls up for a J. Got it. Killer shot right there by Jasmine Boone with the shot clock winding down. Rachel Pearson has the ball after breaking the press. Drexel down by 3. Carrie Alexander, oh, she threw it away. Looking for Schluth back door, but William, and there were 3 green jerseys right there. Oh, man. Drexel down by 3. Tremble with the ball, drives the baseline, and Sarah Curran giving the little nudge, and she's going to be called for the foul. That's her 3rd personal, team's 4th. We go to a timeout, and the Dragons looking for some answers on offense. A lot of turnovers here in this game. 38-35, Drexel down by 3, 7:05 to play. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
Experience the action of the 2015 CAA Women's Basketball Championship, March 12th to 15th at the Showplace Arena in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Visit CAAsports.com for tickets and championship info.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. I was just handed the box score and I tore it up. It's been that ugly. 38-35. William and Mary with a 3-point lead, 7:05 to play. Drexel with 11 turnovers so far in this half, 22 for the game. William and Mary, 21 turnovers. And at the half, they had 12. So as bad as Drexel has been playing recently, the Dragons are only down by 3. William and Mary has the ball out of the timeout. Alexis Smith back into the game. She joins Pearson, Marisik, and Jamila Thompson back in for Schluth, and Jenna Green committing a violation on the inbound. I think she either moved or touched the end line or something. Turnover, William and Mary. Drexel with a break. The Dragons looking for a spark. I like putting Jamila Thompson back in. I know she has 4 personals, but you got to get some kind of spark, and Jam is really good at finding those cutters on offense. So let's see if they try and run the offense through Jam a little bit. 6:50 to play. Drexel down 3. Smith, top of the key. Bounce pass to Schluth, left wing. Schluth picks up her dribble. Now to Pearson, cutting through the lane. Outside Thompson. Left corner. 7 to shoot. Thompson to Schluth. Going in, pump fake, puts it up over Rendell and in. Jackie Schluth in double figures now with 10. And Schluth, she's been quiet since the early going. She's now 5 of 9 from the floor. Drexel down by 1, 38-37. Rendell with the ball outside to Boone. Boone dribbling, now to Green, left wing. Green to Rendell, down low, going against Schluth, off the glass and good. Abby Rendell with the answer, and she has really played a phenomenal game. She is one of the best young players in this league, I gotta say that. Marisik, top of the key, had a 3, but passed it up, and Pearson traveled after Marisik passed it to her. Marisik a little gun shy there. She had a little bit of an opening, but she didn't put it up. 40-37 is the score. Drexel down by 3. William & Mary with the ball. 6:05 to play. Tremba over to Boone. Massaquel, top of the key. Now Green left wing. Green dribbling to her right. Now hands it off to Massaquel. Back to Tremba left wing. Down low Rendell. Outside to Green. Green. High post Rendell. Rendell outside Boone. Boone driving in. 10 to shoot now. Rendell has it. Back to Boone inside. She goes in, puts up a shot, and they get a foul from behind. And I believe that's going to be on Jackie Schluth. Indeed it is. And for Schluth, that'll be her second. So Jasmine Boone will go back to the line for 2. Boone 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. She's got 8 points. First free throw is good for Boone. Sarah Curran back in, Schluth out. And the Dragons have to look for Sarah Curran. You got to look for her, get her in the flow. She's 0 for 5, no points today. Boone's second free throw is also good. She's been perfect from the line today, 6 for 6. Pearson to Marisik, and again the press remains on. Marisik is trapped, passes it to Curran. Curran up across the timeline as Thompson falls to the ground. Curran has the ball. She's trapped, looking, got to pass it. Oh, and a timeout call by Denise Dillon. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 5:33 to play, and really time working against the Dragons at this point. Down by 5, and the Dragons really need to make a move offensively. They got to get something going. Find somebody who's willing to take and make some shots. Maybe it's Jamila Thompson. Maybe find Jackie Schluth. She's 5 for 9 today. Rachel Pearson 0 for 2 here in the second half after scoring 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting. And William & Mary has really not given her a lot of space to get going, both inside and out. Pearson has had both of her shots blocked by Abby Rendell here in the second half. Side out for Sarah Curran, 19 to shoot. Alexis Smith with the ball. Up top to Thompson. Thompson dribbling to her left. Looking back door, and she throws it away, but we're going to have a foul off the ball. I believe that's going to be a foul on Jasmine Boone. And the Dragons may have caught a break right there. Third on Boone, 6th on the Tribe. So next foul will result in the 1-and-1 for the Dragons. That could be good because the Dragons have not really been to the free throw line a lot today. Thompson looking to Curran on the baseline. She's going to take a jumper. Got it. Sarah Curran finally on the board. And maybe that'll get her going. Drexel down by 3 yet again. 42-39. 5:15 to play. The Dragons could use a couple of more stops here. Jasmine Boone to Jenna Green in the corner. Green dribbling up top. Now to Tremba. Pump fake. Over to Green. Green, 15 to shoot. The high-low for Rendell. Rendell, as she's going out of bounds. Ball's knocked away, and we've got a foul on William & Mary as Alexis Smith and Marlena Tremba were battling for the ball. And that's going to be a foul on Tremba, and that could result, I believe, in a 1-and-1. And no, it's going to be an offensive foul, so it will be Drexel ball side out. Exactly 5 minutes to play. Drexel down by 3, 42-39. William & Mary continues with that zone trap press. Drexel breaks it. Sarah Curran has the ball, now to Pearson, and now to Alexis Smith. Smith at midcourt. Looking. High post Thompson. Thompson, oh, she passed it. Curran wasn't looking, but Pearson was lucky to pick up the basketball. Smith back to Pearson on the wing. Pump fake, dips in, baseline jumper. It's short. Thompson with the rebound, but knocked out of her hands by Jasmine Boone, and it will remain with the Dragons. Jenna Green out, Latrice Hunter in for the Tribe. Again on the floor for the Dragons, it's Smith, Pearson, Curran, Thompson, and Megan Marisik. Thompson to Pearson, left corner, fresh shot clock for the Dragons. Curran going to take a long 2. Got it. Sarah Curran getting it going now. She's knocked down the last 2 field goals for the Dragons. She's got 4, 42-41. Drexel down by 1. 4:22 to play. William & Mary with the ball. Massaquoi, top of the key over to Boone. Now Hunter in the corner. Hunter looking. Now on the left wing to Tremba, top of the key. Tremba guarded by Smith. Now to Boone, 15 to shoot. Boone, right wing. Cross court skip past Tremba, left corner. Pump fake. Now she takes a three. No good off the back rim. Rebound, Massaquoi. Her putback is partially blocked by Smith. And then the rebound, Pride free, but Rendell gets it. Now Boone driving the baseline. She's got to pull it back out. And Hunter will reset. Hunter at midcourt. Over to Tremba, left wing. 3:52 to play, so next whistle will go to a break. And Alexis Smith knocks it away, and Marisik gets the steal. Marisik to Thompson. One dribble, goes in. Layup is good, and the Dragons retake the lead. Great job by the Dragons, translating defense into offense, and a nice little 6-0 run for the Dragons over the last 2 minutes. 43-42, Drexel up by 1, 3:32 to play. William & Mary with the ball. The DAC starting to heat up a little bit. Hunter driving in, bounce pass to Boone, knocked away. And Boone has the basketball, and a timeout called by Ed Swanson, sensing that her player was trapped. So that'll take us to our final media timeout. 3:23 to play, 12 to shoot for the Tribe when we return, and the Dragons have retaken the lead, 43-42. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV.
Drexel Dragons fans, show your pride with real Dragons gear from the official online store, shop.drexeldragons.com. You'll find everything a Dragons fan needs, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 400 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Dragons pride, there's only one place real Drexel fans go, shop.drexeldragons.com.
If you want your team to look good, get the look at Campus Clothes. We take pride in having the fashions that you want, like the complete line from Ultra Club, and a design staff that will make your concept a reality. And we do all the work right here with a state-of-the-art silkscreen and embroidery facility, which means you get the quality that your team deserves. After all, outfitting for sports teams and corporate teams is what we do. So call today, 215-357-0892. So whether your team is in the corporate office or on the playing field, let Campus Clothes help you get the look.
Welcome back to the DAC. Ari Bluestein with you on DrexelDragons.com. 3:23 to play. Drexel up by 1, 43-42. And the box score does not look pretty. 24 turnovers for William & Mary, 23 turnovers for the Dragons. Drexel is 6 for 16 in this half. William & Mary, 5 for 17. And the Dragons, they're shooting 44% from the field for the game, but they've given up a lot of possessions. William & Mary has the ball out of the timeout. Kelsey Lidge is back in. Smith, Pearson, Thompson, and Curran, the 4 other Dragons on the floor. Jasmine Boone inbounds to Latrice Hunter. Hunter for Tremba. 7 to shoot. Tremba, high ball screen. Thought about taking a long 3, but now passes to Hunter. Drives the baseline, going in. Shot is blocked by Thompson, and it goes out of bounds off of William & Mary. And the shot clock expired at the same time. Either way, it would have been Drexel ball. Okay, no, they're going to change it. They're going to say it was off of Drexel and 1 second to shoot for William & Mary. 1 second to shoot. So Latrice Hunter will inbound. Looking, gets to the Tremba, and her shot is rejected by Jamila Thompson. She says, I already blocked you guys once on this possession. I'm going to have to do it again to get the ball back. Offense, defense switch. Megan Marisik in, Kelsey Lidge out. 3:09 to play. Drexel with the ball and up by 1, believe it or not. 43-42. Rachel Pearson inbounds to Marisik. Passes to Smith to avoid the trap. Now Smith still in the backcourt. Picks up her dribble. Now to Thompson on the sideline. Thompson dribbles past Kerstetter. Outside Curran. Curran driving inside the lane. Skip past Marisik. Right corner for 3. It's actually an air ball, but Curran gets the basketball back. Shot clock does not reset. Curran, left baseline, jumper, fading back, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Tremba. Here comes William & Mary on the run. 2:42 to play. Tremba has the ball knocked from behind by Thompson, but Tremba gets it back. Tremba to Kerstetter in the corner. Pump fake. Down low, Boone. Boone backing down. Curran puts up a shot off the glass and good. And William & Mary retakes the lead, 44-43. 2:30 to play. Pearson to Marisik. Now to Smith. Smith back to Marisik, still in the backcourt. Now up ahead to Thompson. And Thompson now to Smith, and Drexel will work in the midcourt. 15 to shoot now. Smith on the perimeter to Pearson. Now to Curran, left wing. Curran to Marisic, top of the key. She's going to take a three, and she doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Rendell. 2 minutes to go now. William and Mary with a 1-point lead, 44-43. This one's going to come down to the wire, folks. Drexel had a chance to maybe take a little bit more of a lead, but they missed on some opportunities, and William and Mary has retaken the lead. 15 to shoot for the Tribe. Tremba is wide open in the corner. Oh, and she missed it. Rendell with the offensive rebound at the foul line, though. Hunter with the ball. Outside to Boone. Boone back to Hunter. 1:36 and counting. Drexel down by 1. William and Mary with the ball. And we've got a foul off the ball. Is that going to be on Jam? Oh, man. That's on Jamila Thompson. That's her 5th. So Jam has fouled out of this game, and Jackie Schluth will check back in for her. That's the 6th team foul for the Dragons, so William & Mary not in the bonus yet, but the shot clock does get reset, and William & Mary with an opportunity to eat up some more clock. Offense-defense switch, Kelsey Lidge in for Marisic. I should say defense for offense. Fresh shot clock for William & Mary. Got to get a stop here if you're Drexel, really do. Oh, and Rendell has the ball, and the inbound has her shot blocked by Sarah Curran from behind. Rendell thought she had a mismatch on Pearson, but Curran came in from behind to block the shot. Drexel ball, down by 1. 1:22 and counting. Pearson right wing. Dribbling to her left. Bounce pass to Smith. Smith to Curran. Curran, high ball screen. Dribbles in. Going down the lane with the right hand, and she doesn't get the roll. Rebound picked up by Lidge in the corner. Bounce pass to Pearson. Pearson outside to Lidge, now to Smith, and Drexel will reset, and Denise Dillon will call a timeout. Wow. Curran with a nice drive there. Couldn't get the roll. Then she pried free the offensive rebound, and Lidge picked it up in the corner. And the Dragons have the basketball with 1:06 to play, 25 to shoot. The Dragons have not scored in 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and the Dragons have gone long periods without scoring in this game. As has William & Mary. William & Mary had a long scoring drought as well. Jamila Thompson, by the way, fouling out with 6 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. And that was in 18 minutes of action. Side out for Drexel. Alexis Smith has it. Could use a bucket right here. Pearson gets it, hands it off to Smith. Smith to her left. Pearson, right wing, drives in. Around Tremba, now to Curran in the corner. Curran, we're under a minute to play now with 15 to shoot. Smith has it. Smith dribbling to her right at the baseline. Pulls up for a jumper, got it. Alexis Smith knocking it down, and Drexel retakes the lead, 45-44. 50 seconds and counting here. Ed Swanson calling the play from the sideline. Hunter, high ball screen. Picked up by Pearson, now Tremba, top of the key. Tremba to Kerstetter. Looking down low for Rendell. That's where they want to go, I think. Hunter, top of the key. Crossover. Back to Tremba. 13 to shoot. Tremba. Bounce pass to Hunter. Hunter drives in, and I believe we have a timeout called by William & Mary. 30-second timeout called by Ed Swanson of William & Mary. The Tribe will have 11 seconds to shoot. Now there's 32.7 seconds to play. Now, should William & Mary score here, the Dragons will have a chance with the ball. Shot clock unplugged. And it will be a one-possession game no matter what. Now, I think there's really 2 things that you can't do here. Number 1, no silly fouls. I mean, if you foul a shooter, if you have to foul them, put them on the line and make them earn it. Well, you got to make the Tribe earn it, and you have to box out on the rebound. Can't allow a second chance opportunity right here. Rendell gets the inbounds pass. Now Hunter. Hunter. Crossover, drives the lane, puts up a shot, and that's a foul by Schluth. Well, that wasn't a bad foul by any means, as Latrice Hunter made a nice move on the crossover to get to the basket, and Schluth went for the block. No choice really to foul right there. So shot clock is unplugged. 26.4 seconds to go. Latrice Hunter going to the line, and Hunter, a 66% free throw shooter. And her first one is good. We're tied up at 45. And again, if this is a miss, the Dragons have to box out and get this rebound. Again, clock is stopped at 26.4. Latrice Hunter, she's got 3 points tonight. Her second free throw is long, no good. Pearson gets the board. We're tied up at 45. The Dragons can hold for one. Pearson dribbles. Oh, she almost has the ball taken away. And a timeout called by Denise Dillon as Pearson was on the floor with Hunter. William & Mary head coach Ed Swanson arguing that Drexel did not have possession when the timeout was called. However, William & Mary did not get possession. Pearson did pass the ball while on the floor. So Drexel would have the ball no matter what. So we're tied at 45, 20.2 seconds to go. Now, obviously, you want to try and work the clock down under 5 before you take a shot. Worst case scenario, you take this thing to overtime. And even though Jamila Thompson has fouled out, I think the Dragons have the advantage in overtime here at home. But I've said that before, and the Dragons lost to Hofstra in OT. So, obviously, you want to try and get a good look here, but you want to eat up the clock. Don't turn the ball over either, obviously. You don't want to give William & Mary any opportunity here in regulation. Side out for Kelsey Lidge. Gets it to Smith. Smith at midcourt, taking her time. 15 seconds and counting. Smith. Still looking. 10 seconds. Now here we go. Smith, bounce past the Curran. Oh, she lost the ball off her knee. Gets it back. 5 seconds. Curran going in. The step back. The jumper. No good on the roll. Goes out of bounds. And it's Drexel ball, but with 0.1 seconds to go.
Out of bounds. Drexel ball.
And a timeout called by Denise Dillon with 0.1. Now, here's the question. Are they going to look?
Timeout on the floor. This is a 60-second timeout.
Well, this is a full timeout, but we're going to keep it right here. Actually, we'll go to a break. We'll go to a quick break. We'll be right back. Tied at 45.1 to go. We'll see what Drexel can draw up. We'll be back.
There is a place where standouts fit in, where innovation is tradition, where you can live the lesson. Welcome to Drexel University. We're a different kind of school, and we're looking for a different kind of student. Drexel is ranked among the top 100 universities in the United States. We offer the academics, research, work experience, and professional network that will help you make your mark. Drexel University, your world is waiting.
With the card accepted by 90% of doctors and specialists in the Philadelphia region, you have the compassion and security of Blue Cross, giving you the freedom to relish right now. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
1/10 of a second remaining. And by rule, if it's under 3/10, you can only tip it. I don't know what the Dragons can do here. Pearson looking for the lob. Nah, it's not going to work. It went all the way outside, and that's the end of regulation. Your score, 45-45. Wow. Last time we went to overtime, it was a low-scoring affair as well. When we come back, we will have OT for you. Extra basketball being played here on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV. We'll be right back.
Drexel Dragons fans, show your pride with real Dragons gear from the official online store, shop.drexeldragons.com. You'll find everything a Dragons fan needs, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 400 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Dragons pride, there's only one place real Drexel fans go, shop.drexeldragons.com.
If you want your team to look good, get the look at Campus Clothes. We take pride in having the fashions that you want, like the complete line from Ultra Club, and a design staff that will make your concept a reality. And we do all the work right here with a state-of-the-art silkscreen and embroidery facility, which means you get the quality that your team deserves. After all, outfitting for sports teams and corporate teams is what we do. So call today, 215-357-0892. So whether your team is in the corporate office or on the playing field, let Campus Clothes help you get the look.
We're tied at 45 between Drexel and William & Mary. A quick look on the Hahnemann University Hospital out-of-town scoreboard. At the half, JMU was beating Hofstra 44-20, but now Hofstra is only down by 4 points, 70-66, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. So we'll keep you posted on that, but obviously this is the more important game right here. Jamila Thompson, you remember, she has fouled out of this game. And Drexel wins the tip, and Sarah Curran picks it up. Denise Dillon starting with Smith, Pearson, Lidge, Curran, and Schluth. Lidge looking. Now to Pearson, top of the key. Pearson dribbling to her right, to Curran. Curran dribbling with her left. To Lidge in the corner. Lidge with 10 to shoot, dribbles up top. Curran, top of the key, pump fake. Dips in, she's going to take a jumper just inside the three-point arc, and she's got it as Sarah Curran has really started to heat up at the right time here. She's got 6 points, all of which here in the second half and overtime. 47-45, Drexel with the early lead here in the first overtime. William & Mary with the ball, 4:22 to play. Hunter, down low, Rendell puts up a shot, it's good in the foul. I think we had some miscommunication there down low between Schluth and Lidge. And for Schluth, that is her 4th personal foul. And that obviously doesn't bode well because Jamila Thompson is out of the game already with 5 personal fouls. And Rendell, her free throws around the rim and out, no good. Curran with the board. So we're still tied up here, 47 apiece. Alexis Smith across the timeline to Curran. I say you get the ball to Curran. She has the hot hand right now. Got to get her the ball somehow. Schluth, top of the key. She's going to take the jumper. And it's around the rim and down. Jackie Schluth, she has had a heck of a game. She's got a game-high 12. 49-47. Well, after the end of the second half was so stagnant offensively, both teams scoring on all 3 possessions here in the half. And Hunter hits a 3 for William & Mary. Are you kidding me? Both teams start overtime 4 for 4. Combined 4 for 4. And William & Mary has a 1-point lead, 50-49. Drexel up across the timeline. Schluth to Sarah Curran. Curran now to Smith. 15 to shoot for the Dragons. 3.5 to play in overtime. Curran to Pearson. Back to Curran. 10 to shoot now. Got to make something happen. Pearson left corner. Pump fake. Dips in. Now to Curran. 5 to shoot. Schluth. Turnaround Jay from the elbow. Got it again. Well, maybe you go to Jackie Schluth. She's now 7 of 11 from the floor for 14 points. Drexel with a 1-point lead now, 51-50. 3:05 to play. We're here in overtime number 1. We were tied at 45 at the end of regulation. Tremba to Hunter. Now you got to close out on her. She's going to shoot the 3. Hunter to Boone on the baseline. Boone looking for Rendell inside. Now she drives the baseline, goes up, pump fake, has her shot partially blocked, and Lidge gets the rebound. Great straight-up defense by Kelsey Lidge. 2:43 and counting. Drexel with the ball on a 1-point lead, 51-50. Pearson, right wing, guarded by Tremba. Pearson to Schluth, top of the key. Now to Smith. High ball screen from Schluth. Smith driving down the lane, putting up the right-handed floater, and she gets the roll. Alexis Smith with her 3rd field goal. She's got 6, and Ed Swanson calling a timeout as the Dragons have a 3-point lead, 53-50, with 2:27 to go here in the first overtime. We'll keep it right here on DrexelDragons.com and Dragons TV. And I think it's very ironic that here in overtime, both teams have shot the lights out. Both teams were really struggling in the second half to find a bucket, especially in maybe the last, well, Drexel in like the first 10 minutes and William & Mary in the last 10 minutes, and then Drexel towards the end of the second half as well. Now the Dragons playing a little more loose. Jackie Schluth scoring some points. Carrie Alexander's back into the game. Alexis Smith is out. So it's Alexander, Pearson, Lidge, Schluth, and Curran. And again, Jamila Thompson is fouled out of this game. Tremba to Kerstetter, right wing. Now top of the key, Boone. Hunter, left wing. Now to Tremba. Tremba on the wing. Don't give her any space. She's going to launch it. Boone with 13 to shoot, top of the key. Now dribbles to the wing. Cross-court skip past Tremba. And we're going to have a foul, and that's going to go against William and Mary. That's going to be a moving screen on Kyla Kerstetter. Accurately called, in my opinion, as Kerstetter was moving down there in the corner, trying to free up Tremba. And that's what they're going to try and do here. They're going to try and free up Tremba on the outside. And obviously, if they're going to go inside, they're going to go to Abby Rendell. Drexel across the timeline, breaks the press, and Smith almost throws it away. Her pass was deflected by Kerstetter, but out of bounds, and it will remain Drexel ball. 2:03 on the clock here in the first half. 2:03 on the game clock here in the first overtime. 26 to shoot. Smith driving the left side of the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Abby Rendell. She deflected it away from Jackie Schluth. Nice aggressive drive right there by Alexis Smith. Unfortunately, she couldn't finish. Lidge, fresh shot clock for Drexel, having trouble getting it in. Bounce pass to Schluth. Turnaround, Jay, a little bit short. Lidge, offensive rebound, puts it up. It's good, and the foul. Big bucket from the freshman, Kelsey Lidge. I tell you what, Kelsey Lidge is a gamer, folks. She doesn't shoot the ball that much, but again, when she does, she makes it count. Big offensive board for the freshman, and she muscled it up there, put it in, and drew the foul on Abby Rendell, her first, team's 9th. Biggest play of the game from Kelsey Lidge. And she's got the free throw for the three-point play. 56-50, it's the Dragons' largest lead since the first half. 147 and counting. William & Mary with the ball. Latrice Hunter going in, and they call a ticky-tack hand check foul on Carrie Alexander. That is her first, team's 9th, so that's going to send Latrice Hunter to the line for a 1-and-1. So 1-and-1 for Hunter. She is 1 of 2 from the line today. Her first free throw is good. Latrice Hunter had a chance at the free throw line to make 2 free throws and give William & Mary the lead with under 30 seconds to play. She made the first, but missed the second, and that's ultimately what led us to this overtime period. Hunter's second free throw is also good. 56-52, Drexel up by 4. Pearson gets it into Kelsey Lidge. Again, William & Mary has been zone trap pressing this whole game. That's what they like to do. Curran to Schluth on the sideline. Schluth covered by Boone, but now backs off her. Now Curran has it and hands it off to Smith at midcourt. Drexel going to eat up a little clock here. 15 to shoot now, 1:30 to play. Smith over to Curran. Curran to Lidge in the corner. Lidge to Schluth. Pump fake. She's double teamed. Ball taken away from behind, and it's a jump ball call, possession arrow in favor of William & Mary. So a turnover for Drexel, turnover number 24. So Alexander back in, Smith out. Fresh shot clock for the Tribe. Drexel up by 4, 1:20 and counting the play. We're here in overtime number 1. Hunter to Tremba. Step back, 3. Got it. Tremba loves that step back. And now she has cut the Drexel lead to 1 on a 5-0 run by William & Mary. Oh, and there's a near steal, and we're going to have a foul on William & Mary as Tremba went for the steal and knocked Curran to the floor. The Dragons right there caught a big break. William & Mary had a potential steal, and they would have had numbers to get a bucket and take the lead. Instead, Tremba knocks over Curran, and Curran will go to the line for 2. 59.2 seconds to go. Drexel up by 1. 2 big free throws from Sarah Curran. First one is good. Curran, after not scoring for maybe the first 36 minutes of this game, has 7 points now and 6 boards. Missed the second a little too strong off the back rim. Drexel up by 2, 57-55. William & Mary racing across the timeline. Hunter to Tremba. Don't let her get a shot. Bounce pass to Boone down low. She's fouled by Schluth, and Boone will go to the line, but maybe more importantly, Jackie Schluth has just fouled out of this game. The front court duo of Schluth and Thompson are both now disqualified from this contest. So now who do you go with if you're Denise Dillon? All right, she's going to go small here with Carrie Alexander. So it's going to be Alexander, Smith, Pearson, Lidge, and Curran. Jasmine Boone will go to the line for 2. She has been perfect from the free throw line tonight. She is 6 for 6. Boone came into this game at 66% from the line. Oh, she gets the roll. Went around the rim, off the backboard, off the rim, and down. She's got the second. We're tied at 57. 48.9 to go. Carrie Alexander is going to run the point. Again, she's in the game with Smith, Pearson, Lidge, and Curran. Schluth and Thompson have both fouled out. Thompson at midcourt. Alexander at midcourt. Passes to Smith. Top of the key, 15 to shoot. Smith going to her right, down the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Massaquoi. She's tied up, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Dragons. Big play by Sarah Curran because the shot clock is now unplugged. And the Dragons have the basketball. Again, 27.8 to go. And it's just like at the end of regulation. And Denise Dillon is going to call a timeout. We'll keep it right here to talk about it. Just like at the end of regulation. Do not give William & Mary a chance to get the ball back and make a shot. Now, with Schluth and Thompson out of the game, I'm not necessarily as confident going into a second overtime without those two players. As good as Lidge and Curran as of late have played, they do not have the size and length that Schluth and Thompson bring. Schluth, final line, by the way, 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in 36 minutes of action. She also had a blocked shot. Again, tied at 57. We're in overtime number 1. 27.8 to go. The Dragons have the ball. It's Kelsey Lidge with Alexander, Smith, Pearson, and Curran. Pearson gets the inbounds, dribbles to the top of the key. Over to Smith, and Smith will hold it at midcourt. Smith. Oh, it's knocked away by Boone, and Smith just lets it trickle into the backcourt. Gets the ball back. 12, 11, Smith starting to make a move. Bounce pass to Lidge. Lidge driving in, kicks it to Pearson. 5 to shoot. Pearson goes in, puts a runner inside the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Drexel, and it will be William & Mary ball with 1.8 to go here in the first overtime. And Ed Swanson now calling a timeout.
This is a 60-second timeout.
And even though I would say it's extremely important to run the clock down at the end of regulation and in the first overtime here in this instance, I said it was. You still ultimately have to try and get a better look than Drexel has gotten. They've gotten a contested long jumper by Curran that was no good. And then right there, a contested runner by Pearson when the Dragons really had maybe a couple of more seconds to play with if Pearson had driven in and then looked for maybe somebody on the outside for an open jumper. But nonetheless, we are here. 1.8 seconds to go. Tied at 57 in the first overtime. And William & Mary has the basketball. The Dragons led 56-50 after the three-point play by Kelsey Lidge. And William & Mary got right back into it. A big three-pointer by Marlena Tremba on the step back on the top of the key. Made it a one-point game, 56-55. Then a free throw by Curran. Then 2 free throws by Boone. And here we are, tied at 57. On the floor for Drexel. Alexander, Smith, Lidge, Curran, and Pearson. For William & Mary, it's Kerstetter, Tremba, Massaquoi, Hunter, and Boone. Massaquoi will inbound. Launches it to midcourt. Boone. She's going to take a mid-court shot. She didn't get it off. And we're going to go to a second overtime. 57. And this is actually the second double overtime in a row for William & Mary. We'll be back with overtime number 2 right after this on DrexelDragons.com.
Experience the action of the 2015 CAA Women's Basketball Championship, March 12th to 15th at the Showplace Arena in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Visit CAAsports.com for tickets and championship info.
Welcome back to the DAC. Double overtime for Drexel and William & Mary. And the Dragons are without their starting front court of Jamila Thompson and Jackie Schluth. Both have fouled out. Curran and Massaquoi jumps it up, and this time William & Mary wins the jump after the Dragons won the first 2 at the start of the game and at the first overtime. Marlena Tremba trying to get free. Now to Hunter. Hunter on the left wing to Boone. Top of the key over to Kerstetter. Pump fake. Drives inside the lane. Pulls up for a J. Around the rim and out. No good. Massaquoi offensive rebound, and her putback is in. And this is going to be a problem for the Dragons with Schluth and Thompson both out of the game. 59-57. William & Mary leading by 2. Alexander to Pearson. Pearson to Curran across the timeline. Now the Dragons will set up the half court. Lidge back to Curran. Now to Alexander. And the Dragons will set it up. Drexel down by 2. We're in the opening minute of the second overtime. Alexis Smith. Now to Lidge. Lidge on the baseline. Looking. Back to Smith. Over to Alexander. Alexander with 5 to shoot. Jump stop. Inside. Off the glass and good for Kelsey Lidge. Kelsey Lidge coming up big here in the second half and overtime. She's got 7. We're tied at 59. Boone inside against Curran. Puts up a scoop shot. No good. Rebound by Curran. Great straight up D by Sarah Curran. Not to get bought into fouling Boone. Alexis Smith now left wing. 3:48 and counting. Curran just inside the three-point arc. Top of the key. No good. Offensive rebound. Carrie Alexander. She pulls it back out. Well, that's great. You got to get the guards to crash the boards without Schluth and Thompson available. Alexander to Lidge, right wing. Lidge, guarded by Massaquoi. Dribbling, picking up her dribble. Now to Curran in the corner, 10 to shoot. Curran dribbling up top, back to Lidge in the corner. 6 to shoot. Lidge to the cutting Pearson, puts up a shot. It's a little short. Rebound by Tremba. Still tied at 59. William & Mary on the run. 3:13 and counting to go. Tremba drives in to Massaquoi, puts up a floater, and she got it. Massaquoi put it up just outside the lane. She's got 8, and she's got all 4 points for William & Mary here in this second overtime. 3 minutes to play. Drexel down by 2, 61-59. Alexander to Smith. Smith to Curran in the corner. Drives the baseline, going in with the right hand. Got it. Sarah Curran with the floater. And after an extremely slow start for her, she has picked it up. William & Mary the other way, and we're going to have a foul on Carrie Alexander for a little bump. And that is her second personal, team's 10th. And the Dragons are now officially over the limit. Both teams over the limit. So it's a 2-shot free throw for Latrice Hunter, who is 3 of 4 from the line tonight. She's got 8 points. She hit a big three-pointer in the first overtime. Free throw for Hunter is good. You got to credit William & Mary. I know that Hunter missed the free throw at the end of regulation that maybe could have won it, but William & Mary has a team 16 for 20 for 80% from the free throw line. Drexel 4 for 5, and Hunter makes the second. 63-61. Drexel trying to break the William & Mary press. Alexander in the backcourt. To Smith, still not across. Now finally across the Lidge. Now to Alexander. 2:33 and counting. Drexel now in the half court. 15 to shoot. Alexander to Smith. Smith back to Alexander, top of the key. High post Lidge. 8 to shoot. Back to Smith. Smith, cross-court skip past Pearson. Pearson dribbling to her left. Outside Alexander, knocked away by Kerstetter, goes out of bounds, and it will be Drexel ball with 1 second to shoot. 2:16 on the game clock, 1 second to shoot. The Dragons are going to have to launch it. Lidge side out. Where are they going to go? Looking to Curran. She's got to shoot it. Oh, she didn't even really have a full second there. And it's a shot clock violation. It's William and Mary ball. 2:15 to play here in overtime number 2. Both teams have had their chances to win this game. Oh, and Lidge fouls Kerstetter. Kelsey Lidge got the steal, and then Kerstetter kind of fell over. And, you know, it looked like a foul from here. The Drexel bench didn't think so, but you're going to get that call if the player goes to the ground on a reach-in play. So Kerstetter at the line, and she makes her first, of course. William and Mary, phenomenal from the free throw line tonight. And that really ultimately has been the difference because the Dragons have shot the ball well. Both teams have had a lot of turnovers. The difference is Kerstetter now made William and Mary's 19th free throw. The Dragons have 4. Drexel down by 4, 65-61. They need a bucket right here on this possession. Alexander to Lidge. Lidge to Smith. Smith now to Curran on the baseline. Curran right corner up top to Alexander. The Dragons, I know they like to take their time, but you got to look for a good shot. You can't wait till shot clock is winding down. Curran picked up her dribble, thought she had a shot, but she didn't. Alexander with 8 to shoot, drives in. The jumper, got it. Carrie Alexander knocks it down from 12 feet away just outside the lane. Big bucket for Alexander. 1:35 to play. Drexel down by 2, 65-63. William and Mary with the basketball. Latrice Hunter taps her head, calls out the play. Dribbling to her left. Down low, it's Kerstetter. Double teamed, and she traveled. Kerstetter with the travel, and it's Drexel ball. Ed Swanson, the head coach for William and Mary, can't believe it. But that's about the second or third time that Kerstetter has had that pivot foot. She dragged it, and she was called for the travel. 1:20 and counting now here in overtime number 2. Smith on the far sideline. Alexander to Lidge. Oh, and she lost the ball. Went off her fingertips. And it's a steal, a turnover by Drexel. Steal for William and Mary, and the Dragons give it right back. Ed Swanson instructing his point guard Latrice Hunter to slow it down. 1 minute to play. Drexel down 2. William and Mary with the basketball. Latrice Hunter, high ball screen. Dribbles to her right, now to Tremba. 10 to shoot. Tremba back to Hunter. Hunter picks up her dribble, back to Tremba, 5 to shoot. Tremba goes in, passes to Kerstetter. Oh, and it's stolen by Lidge, and they get Lidge for the foul again. And that's the second time that Lidge had an almost steal, and Kerstetter went to the ground. And they call Lidge for the foul. Now, the first one, I think, was more of a foul. That one, I think, was just a good steal, and Kerstetter went to the ground. 47.5 seconds to play. Kerstetter at the line. And she makes the first. Kerstetter, an 81% free throw shooter coming into this game. And so far tonight, she's 3 for 3. She makes it. 67-63, back to a 4-point game. 47.5 to play. The Dragons have to hurry. They got to hurry, score, and hope to get a steal. Alexander, midcourt. The Dragons got to go here. Alexander dribbling to her left. Still holding. Passes to Smith, top of the key. Smith going to drive the lane, though. She pulls up for a jumper, and it's around the rim and out. No good. Massaquell thought she had the rebound, and the rebound is tipped out to Latrice Hunter, and the Dragons have to foul now. And Kelsey Lidge fouls Latrice Hunter. Third foul on Lidge. And Hunter going to the line. Now, even if Hunter makes 2, it's still only going to be a 2-possession game. First free throw is good, and again, William and Mary has been phenomenal from the free throw line. They are 22 for 26, 85%. Megan Marisic checks back into the game. Another 3-point threat for the Dragons. And in a final score from Hofstra, JMU defeats the Pride 77-68. So at least the Dragons get a little help in that department. Hofstra now 6-5 on the year. And the Dragons down by 5. In the lineup, it's Smith, Pearson, Marisic, Curran, and Lidge. Hunter with her second free throw. It's around the rim and out, no good. Lidge with the board. Drexel has to hurry here. Smith hands it off to, oh, she doesn't hand it off, and we've got a foul on William and Mary. And that's a little push, but the officials have been calling that. So that's a foul on Tremba. That's her 4th. So Alexis Smith will go to the line, and that definitely helps the Dragons because the clock is stopped and Smith can go to the line. Now she's got to make both here. Got to make both to make it a one-possession game. First one is good for Smith. Second one also good for Alexis Smith. She's got 8 points. Drexel down 3, 68-65. Oh, my goodness. They call a foul as the Dragons were trying to trap. And, again, the officials have been extremely consistent in calling these ticky-tack fouls all game. But we're here in double overtime. Let the players play a little bit. And they call the foul on Alexis Smith. That's her second. And Jasmine Boone will go to the line, who's been perfect from the free throw line today, 8 for 8. She's got 14 points. She's got the first. And she's got the second. 5-point game, Drexel. Not a lot of time left. 13 seconds and counting, down by 5, 70-65. Pearson. Pump fake to Smith. Drexel has to get a shot off, and Smith throws it up from the right wing, and she's got it. 5.2 to play. And Marisic immediately fouls Marlena Tremba. And Drexel down by 2, 70-68 with 4.5 to play. Tremba is a 75% free throw shooter. The Dragons are down, but they're not quite out yet. Drexel down by 2. They got to hope for one miss. You got to get one miss from Tremba. And she makes the first. If she makes the second, this game is all but over, barring a three-pointer made and a foul by William and Mary. Tremba, the sophomore from Vienna, Virginia, makes the second. And a timeout called by Ed Swanson, the head coach from William and Mary. 72-68 is your score. Drexel trailing by 4. And the Dragons and the Tribe both have had numerous chances to win this game, both in regulation, in the first overtime, and in the second overtime. And the Dragons were down, I believe it was 69, it was like 67-65. Got a turnover from Kerstetter, and then the Dragons gave it right back on an errant pass above the head of Kelsey Lidge. 4.5 seconds to go. The Dragons obviously have to make a 3 with time remaining on the clock. So the chances of that happening are very slim. Lidge gets it all the way up to Smith. Smith launches it, and it's off the top of the backboard, and that's it. The Dragons' 4-game winning streak is over, and William and Mary wins their second consecutive double overtime game, and they've won 5 of their last 6. And look out for the Tribe. They are one of the hottest teams in the CAA right now. And the Dragons lose for only the 3rd time this year in conference play. They dropped to 8-3 with JMU looming. We'll talk to Denise Dillon here. Coach?
Yes.
Well, it really wasn't a pretty game for either team, and I know we had opportunities. I mean, I look at the first overtime. You're up 6 after the and one by Kelsey Lidge, and let William & Mary come right back in the game. Do you think that was maybe the moment for the Dragons to clamp down and win it?
Absolutely. I thought that was our only opportunity. You know, we took a little bit of a lead there. We had a bit of a cushion, and then gave up a quick 5. You gave up 3 to the one kid you don't want to get the 3, and then a foul as well. So, and they made their foul shots.
Yes, they did.
I mean, overall, we've seen it. You know, when we don't come ready to play, focused on what needs to be done, it's a long night for us. And, you know, you still give yourself an opportunity, but never did you feel that you had hold of it. I mean, maybe in that
that one span
segment,
in the first overtime,
have. But then, you know, Jackie fouls out, so the one person who was actually scoring. So
and it was tough because in the first half you had Rachel Pearson going, not Sarah Curran. Second half you had Sarah Curran going a little bit, and not Rachel Pearson. And we've talked about it before. When they're both going, things are better. But you know, unfortunately, the whole team really struggled. And the turnovers tonight.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean, the turnovers. I can't even wrap my brain around.
Right, and it's a lot of turnovers, but sometimes they just happen. But I mean, even right here, down by 2 with the basketball after a William & Mary turnover, you throw the ball away right there. So, you know, I feel like I think you would agree that missed opportunities really all around.
No question.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities is a good statement.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's this time of year when you need them to be their sharpest, and we certainly were not tonight.
And
so
you got
we got to regroup.
Yeah, JMU on Sunday. So,
yes.
Quick turnaround. Let's hope for the best here. All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks,
Denise Dillon joining us here on Post Game, and the Dragons, a disappointing loss, but to William & Mary's credit, they win their 5th game out of their last 6 opportunities. We're going to take one final timeout. When we return, we'll give you the final stats and scoring. Again, the Dragons fall to the Tribe of William & Mary 72-68 in double overtime. We'll be back on DrexelDragons.com.